Hello, please tell me if it works. Does it work now? I hope it works. Yes! Heck yes! I don't know what went wrong. Yay! Hold on, let me turn off. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. I didn't think people were actually gonna watch. Hold up, let me mute my Discord. Hold up. Hi everybody, what is up? Hope you all had a great day. Oh, my ferrets? I think they're sleeping, but they'll get up at some point. Thank you. Thank you, Wolfie loves K-pop. I also love K-pop. You have 10 ferrets? How? Who is who's messaging me? So people are still telling me it's not working. But most of you guys are saying it's working. So I don't know who to believe. Oh, someone's awake. Pazu! Oh, he emerges. Appa! Gotta go potty. How do you have 10 ferrets? That's crazy. That's just crazy. I wish I had 10, but Brian wouldn't let me. Zazu, Zara, Ziggy, Zeus, Zaku, Xena, Zack, Zane, Zuri, and Zelda. Oh, I love that. My grandma's friend had 18. Okay, that's a little crazy. I don't think I could do 18. I think I could handle 6. I think 6 would be my maximum. That's so cute, though. I love the names. Well, I'm happy it's working now. Oh, 14 people watching. Hey, guys. Can we still send you photos for you to rate our cages? Yes, you can. You can send them to me via Instagram. That's probably the best way. Or you can email me if you have like a lot of pictures. I know someone with 19 ferrets. What the heck? Y'all are crazy. I got a male ferret for Christmas. Your channel is so informational, and which is what I use to get all the information. Thank you. I'm gonna just sit in the corner with my one ferret. Oh, party's here, party's here. One of the people I know who breeds ferrets has 73 in one go, but among those were also pups who were going other places. Dang, 73? Ooh. I was in your rating subscribers cage videos, and back then I only had 6. Oh my gosh. Y'all are crazy. I would so get more, but Brian doesn't want me to get more. I'm also technically not allowed to have more than 4 in this apartment. So I guess I will follow the rules, even though our landlord never shows up ever. So it's not like he would ever know, but whatever. I have 2, Chaos and Bandit. I like that name, Chaos. I named him Loki, like the god of mischief. I like that name as well. I am a stickler with names. It's pretty hard for me to find a name that I really like. So, rescuing ferrets is addicting. Yes, it is. Like I said, I would have way more than I have right now if I could. Mine are named Palladium. Am I pronouncing that right? I've seen that name before, but I wasn't sure if I was pronouncing it right. Palladium? Bunny and Peaches. I like Peaches. I like that name. That's cute. I like food names. If unable to feed raw, what's the best kibble for ferrets? P.S. I know you don't care for kibbles, and I know why. I also do not have my ferrets yet. So the sucky thing about that is I can't recommend any dry food for ferrets because I don't want to recommend something to you and then you have a problem and then it's kind of my fault and then I feel really bad about it. So I don't know. There is none out there. I'll say there is none out there that I would feel comfortable feeding. I have 2 myself. They're both girls and they're called Queen of the Meadow and Navara. Those are good names. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I can only have 2 ferrets. The place I rent does not allow animals. Yeah, it's hard to find places that allow animals for rent. Boone and Bo say hello. Hi, guys. They're my students in my raw feeding course. I would love to own more, but there's not a lot of rescues in Nevada. It's palladium. Palladium? Palladium? So it's not palladium, it's palladium. That's interesting. We call him Pally. But all my pets, I have 10 ferrets, 5 dogs, 2 hamsters, 5 mice, 3 axolotls, 1 blue-tongued skink. Oh, I love blue-tongued skinks. If I could have another pet, it would probably be a blue-tongued skink. I don't know a lot about them. I just know that I don't know. I just like them a lot. Or a snake. I really like snakes as well. And I would probably have a snake. But I don't have enough room. This place is tiny. Can you tell? Like 5 steps that way, 5 steps is that way. And that's the apartment. So I don't really have a lot of space at all. 25 people. Hi, guys. 25 people are watching me. Oh, Coda and Olive say hello to you and the fam. They are doing great. Took them outside today since it was so nice and they thoroughly enjoyed themselves. The 2 ferrets that Brian and I fostered, Coda and Olive, I love them so much. And their current owner is watching right now. So that makes me so happy. I love those ferrets so much. They were so much fun to have. They're so easy. Oh, I miss them so much. I'm so happy to hear that they are doing well. Bonnie, Clyde, and Peggy says hi. Oh, my other students, but they graduated. Ooh, tell Momo that she's the best ferret. You know, I will. I agree with you. I mean, I love Pazu, but Momo, there's just something about that girl. She's special. Even though she's like this big and Pazu's like this big. Can you make a video on just your cute fur babies playing and doing their war dances? I probably could make one now because I have so many clips of them just being crazy. You just put them together and make video. But yeah, fun. Can you give me a shout out? Maya May. Here's a shout out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Where did Pazu go? Did you see Pazu? You know, they're probably sleeping in the closet. They can like go under the door and hide in there. The other day, my ferret Zach ate some fabric from the bed and he threw up a lot and I was terrified. Oh no. He went to the vet and he's fine and we got sturdier beds that they can't destroy. Yeah, that's crazy. When I first had Pazu, when he was a little baby, he was a big troublemaker and my bedroom was carpeted. Big mistake. And he would just love to claw on the carpet and he did it so much that like little pieces would come up and then he swallowed a piece one time and I freaked out. He was like running around, he threw up, that was awful, but nothing ever came of it and he was fine within like an hour. But I was freaking out because that was like the first ferret emergency that I've ever had. So I was like, oh, but he was fine. So that's good. And I'm happy to hear that your ferret Zach is fine as well. I would love to see a video of them playing too. I would so post that. No worries, guys. I want to free roam my ferrets so bad. Well, I'm actually working on a video this weekend on free roaming and cage-free living. So keep an eye out for that this weekend. My ferret's name is Mabel and she's 4 months. That's the cutest name ever. I love that name, Mabel. I also like the name Maple. What do you think about the name Noodle and Slinky for ferrets? I'm definitely going to call one Noodle, but I can't think about any other names. I like those names. For me, I always try to find or do names that I know that a lot of people don't have. I work at a dog boarding facility, so I see like every name, and I know the names that are super popular and the ones that people don't use. So I try to do the ones that people don't use. But I mean, those are cute names as well. I have a question. My ferrets are all litter trained, but my one poops outside of the box once in a while, not all the time. So with ferrets, it's very rare for you to be able to train them 100%. My ferrets still have accidents like all the time. I wouldn't say every day, but it's like every few days. They love pooping under the Christmas tree. Don't ask me why. So I have newspaper under the Christmas tree. But if it's just once in a while, there's probably no way to completely stop it. So I don't know what your situation is, if they're doing it in the cage or outside of the cage, but yeah, once in a while is usually it just happens. Hey, thanks for the videos. I'm getting a ferret soon, so I'm happy you made it. Thanks. Thank you. What is your best advice for someone? Ooh, 30 views. Hey, guys. What is your best advice for someone considering to get a third ferret that's a baby? I'm not sure if it's something I want to do, because the 2 I got were adults when I got them. Just follow like the quarantine, and then you introduce them. Just make sure you supervise them when you introduce them, and they might play rough in the beginning, but I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about your 2 other ferrets. It's one of those things that you just have to wait and see how they are. Waiting to move out to rescue 2 and have watched all your videos. Very helpful to know all of these things. Thanks a lot. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Victoria. That was very nice of you to say. Our baby girl Zelda is 10 weeks old and deaf, so when she squeezes into a small space and we lose her all the time, she's so tiny, and we can't make a noise to wake her up either. That is Momo right there. She is tiny. She is completely deaf, so we lose her all the time. I mean, she doesn't go far. She's usually like sleeping in a laundry basket at the bottom, or we have a basket of blankets out there. She'll like hide in it, and it's super hard to find her and Appa, but Appa is a little bit bigger. If I was to get a girl ferret, I would keep up with my bee name pattern. And right now I'm liking Bindi. I like that name as well. I like the name Bindi. I'm not big on people names for animals. My mom is obsessed with naming animals after people names. I don't like it. We've had 2 dogs, Ben and Emma. Oh, sorry, Ben and Emma. And what else? Oh, and Katie. She just loves people names, and I don't really like them that much. But Bindi, I do like that name. My ferrets tear their beds and sleep inside of them, so I need to buy new beds this weekend. Yeah, mine do that as well. Quick question. We rescued a ferret female about 6 months ago, but she is so aggressive, attacks me, not play biting, but real biting and hanging on. Any tips? I have 2 other ferrets too. So a lot of the time, when you have a ferret that acts like that, they have some sort of past trauma. I'll try to keep this response not too long. It's a long, a lot goes into this question. So a lot of the times, like let's say you get a ferret from a pet store and they're super aggressive, it's usually because they've just have not been handled properly at the pet store. I hear that a lot from people who actually work at stores. They say that they don't actually really handle them very often there, and so they kind of get a little traumatized while they're there. If your ferret is not from a pet store, same thing could have happened with whoever. Oh, you found her outside. Yeah, that makes sense. So she just has not been handled enough. And what you need to do is just every single day, little sessions throughout the day, hold her, touch her feet. And if she's still biting you, I mean, you might not be able to curb the biting completely, but she's only 6 months. So I'll say that it's pretty good chance that she will stop biting when she gets a little older. So I feel like she just needs to grow out of it. You need to handle her more and just spend more time with her, and it should get a little bit better. Sometimes my older girl will poo outside the box, sometimes because her new little brother always follows her into litter box, so she hides from him. Yeah, that happens. We have 3 deaf ferrets, 2 pandas, and a harlequin. Yeah, it's pretty common for them to be deaf. I was surprised when I got Appa and Momo to find out that they were both deaf. I'm hoping you could give me advice. Loki, my ferret, is 5 months, and we've had him since he was 4 months, but a week ago he started biting my mom. We tried scruffing, but he doesn't stop. Any advice? So again, the same thing. Well, let's see. But he started a week ago. Just keep practicing handling. I have a video on my channel about bite training using positive reinforcement. This is what I do to train my ferrets to do really anything, to do tricks, litter training. Someone is calling me. Junk caller. Litter training, anything, I use positive reinforcement. If he is not deaf, you can use a clicker as well, like what they sell for dog training. You can do that, but yeah, I would watch that video. Can you do a video on how to prep raw food and what meats to use? I'm planning on doing that when I get my order next Wednesday, because the last time I was going to prep for a whole month for the first time and I was going to film it, but I was getting really stressed because I didn't order enough food, so I didn't film then, but I'll try to do it this time. Once in a while, my ferrets will be playing and my oldest holds on to my smallest. Scruff's pretty rough. There is no blood or anything. But do you know if this is normal? Yeah, some ferrets play really rough like that. That's how they play. They'll sometimes scruff each other and whatnot. Just make sure that the other one is a willing participant. Sometimes we need to step in for Momo to stop her from, or to stop the others from bullying her too much because she's so small. She's mighty, but she sometimes gets too tired and is just like whatever. So then we separate them. But yep, we just have to handle her daily and give her lots of positive affection. Yeah, once you do that, over time it should get better. Depends on like the amount of trauma that they've had. So what do you think about ferrets living outside in like a heated shed? My parents are determined to get my ferrets in a shed because they smell bad. This is a good question. A lot of people in other countries, like the UK, for example, they keep their ferrets outside. A lot of their ferrets are working ferrets, so they have jobs, the ferrets do. Unlike here in the US, I don't know where you're located, but in the US, our ferrets are bred to be indoor pets, so it's better for them to be inside. Over here, they're just not bred to be like over there. Their ferrets are very robust and healthy, and they're just bred better so that they can actually thrive outside over there. But here, it's not really that great. But oh, so you're from the UK. Okay, so that makes more sense. But I personally wouldn't keep my ferrets outside or in a shed separate from my house. I love having them with me. They're kind of like cats. You know, I cuddle with them. I watch TV with them. They're with me all the time. And thinking about them being somewhere else, somewhere separate from me, I can't function thinking about that. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't do that. How do you play with ferrets? Really anyway, you play with a cat. They really like the wand toys and anything with crinkles, tubes, tunnels, all that great stuff. I wish a ferret was awake right now so I could show you guys. I guess I can grab someone. I'll grab oh, I think someone's up there actually. Hi, Caroline. How are you? Let me grab y'all a ferret real quick. Oh, hi, buddy. I found one. This Howl. Howl's probably not going to want to sit with me. He doesn't really like to cuddle that much. Sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions, but I'm looking to switch my ferrets to raw and I can't seem to find a convenient source of food. Do you recommend any sites? I use My Pet Carnivore and Hair Today, mainly My Pet Carnivore for the bulk of the diet. And I also get stuff from the grocery store. You can try Butcher's. There's a lot of different places that you can go. And I think I talk about that in some of my raw videos. My ferrets are my emotional support. My baby Zach is the most bonded to me, and he knows when I'm sad and will snuggle with me all day. I think that mine know when I'm sad as well. But Pazu is the only one who will actually like come up to me and snuggle me. Hal is a little bit more independent. And he's also mad that I woke him up. No, you're gonna bite me? You gonna bite my ear? He's gotten a lot better with biting since moving here, but okay, who else said some stuff here? Oh, how many hours should you spend with your ferrets? So They should be outside of the cage 6 to 8 hours and more every day. Ultimate, well, not ultimate, 24/7 ultimate free roam is ideal. But actually spending with them, I don't really know. I'd say, well, like for us, they just kind of run around and do their own thing and we'll play with them. But it's not like spend like an hour, 2 hours with them at a time. It's just, whenever they come up to me, I'll interact with them. Do your ferrets have favorite toys? Yes. Wait. Hold on. I actually have Howl's favorite toy. Oh, he's running away. Howl. Look. This is Howl's favorite toy. This is the only toy that he plays with. As you can see, he kind of bit off one of the ears. Howl. I don't know if he'll come. Howl. Whatever. Oh, and Pazu's toys are on the bed as well. I was cleaning out the cage. He stashes them in the nice ferret cube that Pets Galore Studio made for me. So he just puts his toys there. He doesn't even sleep in there. Mine are free roam the whole day. I just put them up around 10 o'clock at night and they get up around 6 o'clock in the morning. That's a good schedule. I'd say play with them as much as you can, minimum of an hour, and as much as you want. Yeah, that's what I would say as well. My brother hates ferrets and we share a room, so I can't free roam them in my room. And I have mastiffs downstairs, so I don't know. Hey, Howl, look. Oh. Here. Come here. He loves this toy. He doesn't play with it. It's just like he keeps it in his little spot. Here you go, bud. He's going to take it into his little spot. Oh, there he goes. He's got to go put it away. He just wiped out. Nice job, Howl. My parents hated ferrets before I got them. My dad still doesn't like them, but my mom, I'm just watching him struggle getting his toy where he wants it to be. He keeps wiping out. Well, he likes to put it, we have like this weird corner shelving thing built into the wall, and he tries to bring it up to the, I would show you, but there's a dirty pee pad under it. I'm sure you don't want to see that. But he's trying so hard. I don't even remember what I was talking about. My parents did not like ferrets. Growing up, we would go buy the ferret cage at the store, and my mom would be like, "Don't go over there. They're gonna bite your hand. They're stinky. They're mean." She would always say that they are mean. But she likes them now because she's met mine. But she only likes Pazu. He's really trying really hard, guys. He's trying really hard. You can do it, bud. Oh. He threw it off the shelf again. My oldest ferret, Amor. Sorry. He will jump on my legs just for attention. He's not a cuddler, but I can only cuddle him when he asks for it. Yeah, that's pretty much mine. My ferrets will cuddle with me if I pick them up like while they're sleeping. Oh, I'm just gonna help him out. I feel so bad for this guy. I gotta give him his toy. Here you go, bud. Okay. I had to help him out. How do you feel about the Y-Song archetypes? Meh. There's a lot of vegetables in that, I'm pretty sure, which is odd. I don't know why. Would you ever make a vlog channel? Probably not. I would probably put my vlogs onto this channel because I'm not very big at all, so I think it's fine to keep everything in one place. Hi, do you try to keep your cuties from going under the furniture, or do you encourage them to have it as a hiding place? I do both of those things. For my couch, I got it for like $200, so it wasn't very expensive, but we did have to take the legs off of it because they were going under the couch and then ripping a hole at the bottom, like that fabric area. And we tried to duct tape it, but they rip the duct tape off with their teeth and then they go in. So we just took the legs off. They've really messed up our couch pretty bad, but again, it was cheap, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they they kind of destroyed my couch. And we let them do certain things, like we let them in the closet and we let them, you know, dig into our clothes and hide in there, make like little den. As long as they're not storing meat in there, I'm fine with it, which they do anyways. Oh gosh, so many. I have a Roddy Beagle. A Roddy Beagle mix? That's interesting. And he loves to hunt, but he won't hurt any of my animals. He's so gentle with them. My dog is the same way. I have a Vizsla mix, so she's a hunting dog, but we don't take her hunting. And I think she knows that the ferrets are our family because she chases squirrels, chases rabbits, tries to kill them outside. But with the ferrets, she's like, oh, guess who it is, guys? The big boy. He's going potty. And then I'll grab him. I don't remember what I was talking about. Loki hides all of his toys. Haha. So when I'm cleaning behind my TV, I find them all. Hey, Pazu. 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 Just ignores me. No, he's got his food over there. Pazu, come here. Bye-byes. Monkey, monkey. Monkey. Oh, you know what would get his attention? His toy. Sorry, guys. I know you asked me questions. I'll go through them in a second. He really likes these. They're also the same as the bumblebee thing, but it has a jingle. Pazu! Pazu! Oh, you can't see him. Pazu! Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everyone. Look at this chunker, guys. He is ready for winter. Look at this guy. Look at this specimen. He's got his bandit mask. Oh, and his nail is growing back. If you guys didn't know, he ripped his entire nail out. As you can see, he's missing a nail right here, but it's actually growing back now, so he's my baby. He thinks they are scary. Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh, there's so many. How do people do this? Oh my God. Guys, if you see John Kibble in the chat, just ignore him. Ignore him. Any tips on getting my parents to get me ferrets? Done a lot already. Well, if you've done a lot already, I don't know. If your parents don't want it, then your parents don't want it. It's kind of hard to change their minds. My parents would have never let me get these if I didn't get them with my own money and I was going to be moving out. So you kind of have to respect their wishes. But at the same time, you know, it's worth trying if you can pay for it yourself. And if your parents are going to be paying for it, make sure that they understand that they have to pay for vet bills and whatnot. Do you have any suggestions for someone who wants to keep the integrity of their sectional but also wants to potentially adopt a ferret in the future? Well, you could try doing like, this is all misaligned. You can try doing like a couch cover, like it covers the whole couch. It's going to make it look ugly, but it will probably protect your couch. That's what we have at my house. Does your room or your bedding ever get smelly from your ferrets? How do you keep the smell down? This is a good question, and yes, it does. Like, there's a blanket that they really like that I bought for myself, but it kind of became the ferret blanket, and it gets pretty smelly after a while. What they smell like on the blankets kind of smells like BO after a while. But my room, I can't tell if it's smelly because I live here, but John Kibble is my friend, Joe. Do I have a Twitter? I don't have a Twitter. I was going to make one. I've had a Twitter in the past, but I instead chose to make a Facebook page. Like, more people use that nowadays, which they don't. But I don't know. Hi, Bryn. Hi, Libby. I have a pit bull who can't hurt a fly if he tried, and a cat who hates his stomach rubbed. Don't y'all just hate the stereotypes with pit bulls. It sickens me. It is sickening. I hate it so much. I love pit bulls. I would never have a pit bull because they're so clingy and I don't really like clingy dogs. I like dogs that just mind their own business. Yeah, I want a Weimaraner, and Weimaraners are very clingy. But pit bulls are so clingy. They're so lovey. They just want to be on top of you at all times. And I don't really like that. So that's why I probably will never have one, but I love pit bulls. I've been working with dogs for like 3 years now. I have never been bit by a pit bull. The only dogs that have bitten me were golden retrievers. So just saying, I wanted to bring that up because I was actually thinking about that today and I was talking about it. Is it okay to wash the laundry in a ferret's cage? I do every other week, but should I stop? That's fine. You can do it every other week. Just use unscented detergent. I have a weird question. I saw your video about doing laundry. Another laundry question. Oh, this is for me. But you have to hang your clothes. I've never seen that before. Are you from somewhere where it's common or rare? I live not really in the middle of nowhere anymore. It was more common back at my house, back home with my parents. But here, it's a college town, so most people are going to the laundromat. I just like to save money when it comes to that stuff. So I can't hang my clothes up in the winter for obvious reasons. So we have like a dryer in here. It's not the best dryer, but it works and it's tiny. So that's what we use. I don't have a washing machine and that sucks. I miss having a washing machine. So I just have that weird thing that you guys have seen. I have to leave. Bye. Goodbye, Shiny Kevin. Is Marshall ferret food really that bad as long as you provide other nutrition sources? Hate the brand, but it's pretty cheap. So one, don't support that company. Don't support Marshall Farms. That place is evil. Ferret hell on earth. The food itself is not the worst food that you could give your ferrets. There are obviously many other things like really bad, low quality dog food, for example, that you could feed instead, and that's worse. So that's what I'll say about that. It is a cheap food, and there's a reason for that because they use cheap ingredients. I have a Brindle pity mix, and he's so crazy and clingy, but we love him. I love Brindle dogs as well. Do ferrets chew/claw through everything? Trying to ferret-proof my apartment before adopting, trying to make sure I don't have anything they can get sick. Some do and some don't. The only thing my ferrets claw on is the couch because, like, once they start and they start getting a hole open, they'll just keep going. So you kind of have to, you know, I don't know. What's the word? You have to be okay with them destroying your furniture potentially, which sucks, but they're like cats. They're very similar to cats in that, like, they'll scratch on the couch. Some ferrets destroy door frames and whatnot. Oh, my ferrets, when I go into the bathroom and I don't let them in there, they're just like clawing at the door, like, let me in. And yeah, so you gotta get used to that. Hey, I've heard that Origin is not ferret safe. Is that true, and why? Yes, it is not safe because it has caused so many bladder stones and so many ferrets. I think all the ferrets that I have heard about and have known in the past few months that have developed stones were all being fed Origin cat and kitten. So just a PSA, I would stop feeding Origin if you're feeding Origin right now. Even the regional red recipe, they use 15% vegetables in the food, which, oh, and they have 8 like pea and potato type ingredients. They have 8 of them in a row. You'll see at the towards the bottom of the list. They have 8 in a row, which is so much. And peas have been linked to causing bladder stones, as well as other issues like DCM as well. Would you consider getting any other exotic pets? Yes. Yes. Are, like, lizards considered exotic pets? I think they are, like snakes and lizards. Does anyone know? Are they exotic? They probably are. That makes sense. Yes, they have to be. They have to be. Yes, okay. Yeah, I like blue-tongued skinks. And I went to the store the other day. I wouldn't get one from the store, guys. But they had a legless lizard there, which was really interesting. I've never seen a legless lizard before. So it had the head of a lizard, but the body of a snake. But it wasn't a snake. It was really cool. I like that a lot. Where can you get heart for your ferrets? You can buy heart at the grocery store. They're usually packaged with gizzards. So it's like gizzards and heart, but there's usually only like 4 heart pieces in there. So I wouldn't get that. But the gizzards are nice and you get some heart. But right now, I don't buy heart. Well, actually, that's a lie. I bought heart this past week on My Pet Carnivore. So you can get it on there and Hair Today. Your account is probably my current favorite account. I found it a little while ago and it has really helped me. Thank you so much. I really like when you guys tell me, I really like when you guys compliment me, is what I was going to say. As a vegetarian, do you feel sad feeding things like rabbit to your ferrets? I did in the beginning. I've been a vegetarian for 22 years now, meaning I have never eaten meat before on purpose. I'll say I've done it on accident, but never on purpose. And I am vegetarian for the animals, but yet I feed raw meat. And that's hard for a lot of other vegetarians and vegans to do. It really bothers them. And yes, it did bother me a lot in the beginning. I started feeding raw and I stopped because it was the first time when I cut up a chicken wing by myself. I was like, I can't do this again. Like feeling, because I'm not going to go into detail, but like you hold one part and then you cut it and you kind of feel it break, and that's really kind of traumatizing. So after that, I was like, I can't do this. And then it was better after that, and I'm pretty immune now. I mean, there are still things that I think are gross. There are still grinds that I buy that I think are disgusting, but I mean, it's good for them. What are the best animals to feed ferrets? Pretty much anything aside from carnivorous animals. So my ferrets love duck. Duck is their most favorite food to eat. They go crazy for it. I feed rabbit, chicken, turkey. What else? I just bought muskrat from My Pet Carnivore. I fed beaver before and venison. So yeah, all of it's good. Joe, stop. How many different proteins do you feed your ferrets? I think 4 to 5 right now. I also do fish along with that. Would you consider getting birds? I think they would fit in with your ferret pack. After some acclimating, my ferrets love to play with my birds. Really? I've heard so many stories of ferrets killing bird pets. So I probably would not have a bird. Not only that, I don't really like birds. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I love all animals, but they're not my favorite. I can't get a read on these birds. Like, you look at them and they're just like, boop, boop. Like, what are they thinking? You know, I can sort of know what the ferrets are thinking, but I don't know what birds are thinking. At my job, we have a bird that will be boarded with us when their parents are on vacation. And I like her a lot. She's like 20 years old. She's like 20-year-old little bird. And she talks, which is really cool. So when you go into her room to say goodnight, she's like, nighttime? Nighttime? And it freaks me out. That messes me up. These birds, they know. Do you have TikTok? Will you ever get it? I might. I don't know. I was talking about this with Bryn the other day that I wanted to make a TikTok, but I haven't yet. What kind of fish do you feed? We feed whitefish, ground whitefish from Hair Today, but My Pet Carnivore also sells that product as well, and I do it like twice a week. They really like it. How do you know like birds? I know. I mean, I like watching them, like wild birds. I like that. But the birds that talk and stuff, that just messes with me. I don't know. It's the same. Well, yeah, it's the same with cats. I can't get a read on cats, so I'm not a cat person, like, at all. And people hate me for it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. Birds like to follow. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I love your channel. You love your ferrets so much, and I know the info you give is what is best. I also like this live because we can ask specific questions and not have to wait for an answer. Thanks. I'm happy you're enjoying the live. And I can't believe I still have 30 people watching me. What the heck? You guys have nothing better to do on a Friday night? I don't. I like cheese. I also like cheese. I do. Marshall's is evil. You're right, Libby. Let's tear him down. I'm going to a cat cafe today to get over my fear of cats. That's interesting. We get a lot of cats boarded at my job, And there are some cats that I've met that were really nice and really friendly, but I just didn't feel like, I don't know, I didn't feel that connection, you know? I've never met a cat that I was like, I love this cat. So I don't know, maybe that'll change. Any tips to get your ferret to drink more water? I'm sure they drink water while I'm sleeping, but I rarely see them ever drink from their water. That's pretty normal. I assume you probably feed a dry diet, so that's pretty normal. You won't really see them drink. For me, I sometimes I don't even give them water because they eat the water in their food. I usually put water into their meat, even though there's already enough water. But they sometimes will go drink the water, but usually they just drink it out of their food, and that's enough. But if you think that your ferret isn't getting enough water, you can pinch like the scruff back part of their neck. I would show you if there were any ferrets within arm's reach, but I don't think there is. I don't know. I'll show you later. But if the skin doesn't go back, it means that they're dehydrated. And also you can check their gum color as well. If it's pale, they need to drink more. You can syringe them, like syringe feed them water. They kind of find that to be a fun game. But if you feed kibble, you can actually add water to the kibble. I don't know if many people do that, but you can do that. That's an epic hoodie. How much is that? I need that. Thank you, Joe. Don't you like my ferret hoodie? It says ferret, I'm pretty sure. Anyone want to confirm that for me? But I got it off of Amazon. I got it for Christmas. But my 2 lighter ferrets do not like, did I say that right? Lighter ferrets do not like raw meat. So do you have any tips? Most ferrets will not eat raw meat immediately. They don't think it's food. I mean, if you can imagine being born and then raised on like the one food and then just eating that for years, it's hard to get them to eat anything else. So in my raw feeding for beginners, as well as transitioning kibble-fed ferrets to raw, you'll see me, you'll actually see a demonstration of how I do it. Are the names of your ferrets inspired by Miyazaki? Howl's Moving Castle is my favorite. Yes. Well, Pazu and Howl are Miyazaki names. Pazu is from my favorite Miyazaki movie, Castle in the Sky. I highly recommend you guys watch that one. That is one of their first movies that they made. And it's good. And then Howl is from Howl's Moving Castle, which actually is not one of my favorites by him, or by them, not just by him. But yes, it is from Howl's Moving Castle. I have 6 cats, and I can't say they're a big fan of my ferrets. I keep them separated. Back home, my one cat, Juniper, she really liked Pazu, but once I got more ferrets, she was like, that's enough. It's enough. But my new cat, Dobby, really liked my ferrets. He was actually really shy when we got him. He was a shelter cat, and they found him abandoned in an apartment. He was just left there. So when he came to my house, he was like under my parents' bed for hours. I know he was under there for like 2 days. And when I just kind of let some of the ferrets run around in the room that he was in, and he came out like immediately when he saw the ferrets and was playing with them. And then after that, he was all good. So that was really cute. Ferrets are just bite-sized cats. That's funny. Have you talked about baths and how bad they are for your ferrets yet? Not yet, but baths are bad, guys. Don't bathe your ferrets. It's, save your money. Don't buy shampoo. If you want to, like during shedding season and they're losing a lot of their hair, you can do an oatmeal soak, which I've talked about before. If you guys want me to talk about oatmeal soak, I will. Let me know. Oh, how much oat do you need for an oat bath and how often can you do that? Well, I put raw oats into, like, it doesn't matter how many you put in. Just do a little bit, though, so you don't waste a bunch of oats, depending on how big your bath is. I actually bathe them in the sink now because they're so tiny. I only use a little bit, like not even a half cup, and then poke holes in the bag. You can put it in a sock, but I've done this before and it just ruins my sock. And I don't have a washing machine to wash the sock, so I don't do it anymore. So I just use a bag. And then you just let them soak in it for a little bit. How often can you do that? I would say once every 6 months. Yeah, every shedding season. So you do it like in the fall and then the spring. When my ferrets are out of the cage, they sleep like the whole time. Does this count as free roam time? I give them like 9 to 12 hours a day, but they are only awake for like 3 hours. That's fine. If you're doing 9 to 12 hours a day, that's good. Yes, they will sleep. And this is a problem that a lot of people have. They'll just stop giving free roam time because their ferrets sleep the whole time. That is why I push for more, so that they can actually take advantage of the time that they're out. Because if they're just sleeping all the time, it's just a waste and they didn't get to use any of the time. So if your ferrets are sleeping, like let's say you do 4 hours of free roam time a day and they sleep the whole time, that does not count as free roam time. They have to be up and active at least for part of it. You know that part in Castle in the Sky at the beginning where Pazu lets the birds out and plays his trumpet? I always cry at that part. That part is my favorite. I love that part. Oh, he's like do 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 do. That's I love that movie. I watched that as a kid, and I watched it recently, and good. Can elaborate on oatmeal soak. I think, did I already? I just did. It sounds appetizing. Oh yeah, it makes them like water all milky looking, and then you just have them soak in it for like 5 minutes maybe. My one ferret, Pally, was really sick, but when he was 100% better, he was dirty. He couldn't eat or poop by himself. It got messy, and the oatmeal bath helped so much. I know. And even like if you didn't do the oatmeal in it, just the warm water is enough to get rid of the oils and the dirt usually. You might have to scrub them a little bit with your fingers, but even just using like hot, or not hot, but warm to hotter water, it's usually enough, at least in my experience. Are frequent baths without any soap and just warm water to remove the extra oils fine? I would say no, because again, like just the warm water is enough to get their oils off. Are you letting your hair grow long again? I don't know. It was so annoying to have long hair, and I had long hair for a very long time. And it's hard to put it up in a bun. I need to wear my hair up at work. Because if I didn't, the dogs, their claws would just keep getting stuck in my hair. And also, washing it in the shower is not fun with long hair. It takes so much product, it takes so much time, and I can't stay in the shower for a long time because I have really bad skin. So it's not a good combination. So weird, controversial question. I do believe Marshalls is evil, and I do not want to support them in any way. What happens to the ferrets that don't get sold at pet stores? This is a good question, and I've been asked this a lot. And unfortunately, there has to be some sacrifices for the greater good. And I know that sucks to say, but if we keep buying these ferrets at the pet store, the cycle continues. It never ends. If we just keep rescuing these animals in the pet stores, it never ends. They'll just, you get that ferret from the pet store. It doesn't matter how long it was at the store. The store will most likely just replace it within a week. So, I mean, it's a product to them. So they just keep replacing it if people keep buying it. If there's no longer a demand or a lesser demand, they might buy less ferrets next time and whatnot. But yeah, it sucks. And it sucks to think about the ferrets that haven't been bought. But yeah. Hi, Samantha. Samantha. Not Samantha. Samantha. My fuzzy just curled up next to me and started snuggling. Ferrets are the best. They are. They are. There's a ferret out there right now. Pazu! Did anyone see what ferret ran out there? I don't know. I don't know if it's a hearing or a deaf ferret. Howl? Where are my slippers? Oh, got my slippers on, guys. Can't walk around without my slippers in this place. Too cold. I'm gonna go see what ferret was out there. BRB. Hello? Oh? Is this guy. This guy. I bought like a mat for the front of my door, and he just loves it. He just sits on that mat all day. I researched a lot about ferrets, but it was kind of a waste because my mom and dad said no. Sorry, that sucks. I've done that before for animals that I've wanted growing up. I didn't know Marshalls was a thing. I'm from Belgium. Oh, why do you do this? I'm from Belgium. We don't sell ferrets in stores, so only breeders breed them. That is good. I wish it was like that here, but unfortunately, no. We don't have a lot of breeders here. We have a lot of, well, we don't even have like a lot of backyard breeders or anything. Most of them are good. Because it's really hard to obtain unaltered ferrets here. So most of the breeders here are reputable because they have to they have to pay money to import ferrets from other countries and whatnot. I give my ferrets the comfiest beds, hammocks, and cubes, but they always choose what seems like the most uncomfortable spots. They are currently sleeping on the cold floor. Yes. It's so annoying when you spend like $30 on a nice bed. For example, when I bought this cage set from Pets Galore Studio, she made me this really nice cube that's hanging up in there, and they don't even use it. It pisses me off. It's hard to convince parents of ferrets just because of the rumors that pretty much everyone believes who has never owned one. That is true. Just like I said, my parents had all these stereotypes when it came to ferrets, so telling them I wanted them was really hard. It was a hard no. So my dog knows how to open doors, and he will open my door and let my ferrets out. And since the rest of my house isn't ferret proofed, I have to run around and find them. That sucks. Your dog knows how to open doors. I would say do they have baby locks for doors? They do. I have a baby sister, so I know this. It's like goes over the doorknob, so they can't, so they try to open it, but it just keeps spinning, so they can't open it. You should try that. I'm researching them for fun. They're illegal where I live currently, but plan on moving to a new state in a few years. Doesn't it suck that they're illegal in places? I got my ferret from the owner of a ferret specialist shop in Australia. A ferret specialist shop. But the ferrets did not stay in the store. They were raised in her home. Is that okay? That sounds good to me, I guess. Depends on where she gets the ferret from. I doubt, if it's in Australia, I doubt it's from Marshall Farms, but who knows? Congrats on 3,000 subs. Thank you guys so much for 3,000 subs. I literally just hit 2,000 like a month ago. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. What rumors? Rumors are like ferrets are mean, nasty, they bite and whatnot. I mean, they kind of do all of those things. Sorry, my chair is like really squeaky. They do all those things, but Joe, everyone just ignore John Kibble in the chat, okay? Please, just save your time. Any advice for starting to let ferrets out 24/7? I will be making a video on this weekend, so keep an eye out for that. But I did make a blog post on ferret proofing on my blog too, which might be helpful to you. Yeah, my dog will try to open the bathroom door or outdoor doors to run around the neighborhood, and we have them all locked. He's so annoying, but I love him. That's a smart dog. I gotta give it to him. That's a smart dog. There are some dogs at my work that are they can be really annoying sometimes, and because not all of them are trained, and you just gotta be like, man, they're opportunistic, you know. I can't be mad at them. They're smart. Like, good for you. Nice. Do you have any good tips to convince my parents for a snuggle bug? Again, it's really hard. You have to respect your parents if you're living under their roof. As hard as that sounds, and as sucky as that sounds, you have to respect them because, I mean, they're your parents. So, I mean, you can try to convince them if you're going to be the one paying for it. But if you want an animal and your parents are going to pay for it, that's when it gets hard. There's someone itching back there. Hello? Also, can you keep a ferret housebroken? Again, it's kind of hard to do that. It's hard to make them 100% housebroken. It's kind of like right now, I would say my ferrets are like 90% of the way there. They still have accidents, again, under the Christmas tree, but other than that, they're pretty good. Have you seen the video that Ferret World uploaded? Is it the one? Yeah, she just uploaded. I think Libby showed it to me. Yeah, I did see it. It was funny. If you give your ferrets a giant cage and play with them very often, do you need to give them free roam time? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Because, like, I mean, look at this cage. This cage is like 6 feet tall. It's ginormous. But even with this cage, you have to give them the same amount that you would, normally. My mom and I joke that Loki is mute. He never makes any noises. He isn't deaf or anything, but I tried playing Ferret duking and he didn't care for it, though he did step on my phone and shut it off. Stop! That's kind of funny. Yeah, some ferrets are not very vocal at all. Pazu very rarely dukes and makes sounds when Momo is so loud. Like, you could just, like, tickle her just right, which I want to go grab Momo because she's cute, but you can just tickle her just right and she'll just start duking and jumping. She's very vocal. My mom didn't want a ferret, even though my parents are huge animal lovers, and my dad helped convince her by taking her to a shelter and having her hold one. Yeah, I find that when people who don't like ferrets actually interact with them, they tend to change their minds because, I mean, they're so sweet. There's nothing wrong with ferrets. They're perfect animals. But any tips on cutting my wild ferret's nails? I'm still taming her, but her nails are pretty long. Well, if they like salmon oil, you can put some on their belly, and then they just lick it and you cut their nails. It's easy when you have 2 people. Have one person actually holding them. You might have to scruff them for this if they're really, really bad. And then got them. Make sure that you cut before the red part of their nail. Well, after. Make sure you cut after or before. I don't know how you would say that. There's a red part on the nail. Do not cut it. My cage is like the size of a room, though. How? Did you make it yourself? Send me a picture. Even then, I will still probably tell you that you need to free roam them. My parents don't want me to get ferrets, and I have wanted to for 4 years, and now I'm 18 and moving out, and we'll be getting them now. So maybe just wait. Is it hard? But it's hard, but it is the best. That is true. That is true. Sometimes you have to wait until you move out and it sucks, but it's the responsible thing to do. And I know a lot of you get mad at me when I say that, but I have a lot of minors that watch my content and they will message me, how do I convince my parents? And I hate to say it, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just can't. So you have to wait until you move out. What cage does everyone own? I hear a lot about Ferret Critter Nation, but there are others similar. Put down what cage you have in the, chat. We have the double Ferret Nation. But it's not my favorite. I don't really like it. In all honesty, I want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of this cage, sell it or just give it away because I don't like it. It's like, look at how much space this thing takes up in my apartment. I can't afford to have this much space taken up. Because, I mean, one thing, I don't really lock them in it. I rarely do. But I don't want to get rid of it because I don't want, a situation to happen and then I have to put them in there and then I'm like, I don't have one. I was thinking about, like, making a nice playpen for them if I do ever need to put them away. But I don't know. If something happens and I have to be gone for like 9 hours in the day and no one's here for them, I think I would regret not having a cage, but I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I wait until my ferrets are super tired to cut their nails. They're practically in a coma and can't fight me off. That's a good technique as well. My ferret makes a hissing noise, but not when he's angry. It's random and sometimes when he's excited. That is normal. My ferrets will do that. Who does it? Momo. Momo will hiss like just randomly. And yes, me and my dad made it. Send me a picture. I would like to see a room-sized cage. I would like to see that. Did you guys see in the second rating my subscribers ferret cage video, the last one that I reviewed? Dang, that was amazing. I would love to build like an outdoor enclosure for them. That's like my end goal once I buy a house someday, have an outdoor space for them. So inspiring. I love that one. I forgot what her name was. I follow her on Instagram, but I forgot what her name was, who made that cage. Do you let your ferrets sleep in your bed? Yes, but they don't sleep in my bed. They choose to sleep in the closet, which I was going to get Momo. My grandfather and I made Loki's cage. I'll have to send you a photo. Yes, if you have made a DIY cage, send it to me. I love the inspiration. I tried to make one, if you remember, in some of my old videos. I tried to make a DIY cage and it was an absolute failure. Tip, do not use like those CNC cages that people make for guinea pigs and rabbits and whatnot. They don't really work very well for ferrets, and I'll tell you that right now. So it was a huge waste of money. And I tried to make this nice giant, I mean, it was giant cage with multiple levels for Pazu, but it wasn't good. It was hard to clean because there's no doors, so you have to like take a panel off, and if you take the wrong panel off, the whole thing just comes crashing down. So that's all my experience with DIY cages. If you want to see a cool DIY cage, go to Pet Scholar Studio. I've been plugging her in this video, but she's one of my best friends on Instagram, and she made a DIY cage, which is pretty cool. Man, I just talked so much there. Oh, guys, look at this mug. This mug my coworker got me. It says Mother of Ferrets on it. Pretty cool. I have Pepsi in it. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm not a tea drinker. I drink Pepsi. Why do you move it from that corner that it almost fit perfectly in? Well, it's like the same spot, okay? This pisses me off about the stupid apartment. They have that thing. You see, they have that thing that comes out of the wall. If that wasn't there, the cage could just get pushed into that corner away from everything. But because that's there, I can't put anything back there. So it's just a vacuum and a pee pad back there. It's such a waste of space. It's so annoying. Sorry, I just had to rant for a second there. How do I send it to you? Instagram is best, or email. Have you ever had trouble or something unexpected happened when your ferrets whilst you were sleeping? Probably. Not here. Not in this apartment. They'll sometimes, like, we have to push the chairs away from the desks at night because they'll climb up and then they'll go on Brian's computer and he gets so mad about it. But yeah, no. I don't think anything has really happened here. Shout out to Creatures of Yuki. I hope I pronounced it. Oh. Appa. Appa's entered the chat. Hey, bud. He's gonna go potty. Hold on. Appa! They don't like me. My ferrets don't like me. No, he's picking to go to the pee pad over there. Creatures of Yuki on Instagram for their amazing outdoor enclosure. Emma and Mallory just had litters and their babies are so cute. I do like this account as well. It's very inspiring. I hate the cage I have. It's such a pain in the freaking you-know-what to clean out. You're saying you are not fond of the Ferret Nation. Do you have a better suggestion? Unfortunately not. Like, we're so limited to what we can have that this is probably the best that you can get, aside from like a really nice DIY cage. If you can like work with wood and whatnot, I would make, if I could, I would make my own cage. But then you can't transport it anywhere. At least with this one, you can take apart and transport it. But I have a hard time taking apart this cage and putting it together. Libby will say otherwise. Libby will say that it's super easy, but not to me. I'm not very strong, so it's really annoying. So like my shed is going to be connected to my patio door so I can always let them in the house. That is different. I like that. When you said shed, I thought you meant like, elsewhere. So, I mean, I guess that's okay. I still wouldn't do it, but that's just me because I love having my ferrets with me all the time. I have a t-shirt that says Mother of Ferrets, like Mother of Dragons in Game of Thrones. And instead of 3 dragon heads, there's 3 ferret heads. I like that. Send me a picture of that. Pazu! Everyone's just getting up and going pee and then going back to bed. Have you watched Emzotic's ferret videos, Dobby? And how do you pronounce this name? She is, what is she? She has an accent, so she says Nifla. Is that how you pronounce that, or is it Niffler? Is that a dumb question? Can someone please tell me? I'm really bad at pronouncing things, okay? I don't want to get it wrong. But yes, I have seen them. And I think most of what she says is good. That's all I'll say about it. But I think I like her content. I like her content is what I'm trying to say. What about the cages by Exotic Nutrition? I have never heard of that before. Pazu, get your big butt over here. God, no one wants to hang out with me. Pazu. Ferret. Pazu. Where did you go? This is the ferret secret hideout in here. Pazu, come here. Found one. Found one. I already own my own home, so maybe that is something I need to look into. Can you type the names of the people you suggested who had made good ones? Yes, hold on. Okay. I typed it. She's my friend who made cage. Do ferrets angry hiss at you? Yes, but mine don't really get angry that much. So, yeah, most of the time it's frustrated hissing. Still 30 people watching. How? At one point, it almost got to 40. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, y'all. Look at this guy. Is he not the most perfect thing in the whole world? He's so docile. He'll just like let me do this. Let me do this. Anyone else like obsessively kiss their ferrets? I got a cheap rabbit cage from my family's RV and it was the worst. They took it apart and escaped. It's too small for 3 ferrets and we're going to have to DIY a new one in there. Does anyone watch Lennon the Bunny on YouTube? She is one of my favorite accounts to watch. And I don't even like bunnies that much. And I'm not planning on getting a bunny. But her content is great. And I've learned a lot about bunnies through her videos. So watch, because I was saying this because you're talking about a rabbit cage. But a lot of, she's taught me that, there he goes. She has taught me that rabbits shouldn't actually be kept in cages and hutches, which is crazy because when you think of rabbits, I think of like an outdoor hutch and like a pen. But they actually can live a free roam lifestyle as well, which is crazy and was really cool to learn. Oh, hi. I was in your cage reaction video and now Gustavo is in a Ferret Nation. I remember Gustavo. That's great. I'm so happy to hear that you upgraded to a Ferret Nation. Awesome. He's also on Freeze Dry Raw and My Song. We're working on Raw. Nice to hear. So when I did my poll, oh, bye, Libby. When I did my poll about what was it? What did I do a poll on? I say things and I don't remember what I was gonna say. I did a poll about something, but a lot of you guys feed raw, which I was surprised to learn about, is what I was trying to say. He's taken all of his toys. I cleaned out his stash and now he's pissed. He's like, I knew it. He gets so mad. Like when I take the vacuum out, he knows I'm going to clean up his stash spots. He like frantically goes to get his meat and his toys and moves them to a different spot because he knows that I'm going to try to vacuum them up. Not the toys, the meat. It's snowing outside where I live and I put a bucket outside to collect the snow. I can't wait to let my ferrets play in it. That's cute. My ferrets don't really like the snow. I think they think it's too cold on their paws, but that's really cute. Does anyone take their ferrets on walks in the snow? I like when people do. I like seeing people take their ferrets outside, but I don't really see a lot of people doing it in the winter. I don't do it as much just because I don't have the time, but I think that's really cool. And if you take your ferrets outside in the winter, do they enjoy it? Do they, actually want to sniff around, or do they get cold and they want to go inside? I would like to know. Let me know. Oh, do you know who else I really like? I'll show y'all. One of my favorite ferret accounts is called Hiking Ferret. Hiking Ferret. You're not going to be able to see it on the screen. Go on Instagram and type up Hiking Ferret. This account is so inspiring. She just takes her ferret everywhere with her, hiking in the snow, on like little canoes and stuff. It's so cool. Very inspiring. I'm trying to get Loki on a leash and such, though he hates it. Yeah, that's pretty, that happens. Gustavo acts like I'm torturing him whenever I put a harness on him. Yep. That happened with actually, the only time that Pazu has ever bitten me and, like, drew blood was when I tried to put a harness on him for the first time. Whew, excuse me. Nope, never. They climb on my legs, climb on my shoulder, and won't move. Yeah. I feel like if you don't condition your ferret and, like, take them out a lot, they won't enjoy being out in the snow. And I found this with dogs as well. I think about this all the time when I'm at work because we have a lot of dogs where it gets muddy or it's raining and they do not wanna go outside, and it's like, "You're a dog, like, don't you wanna go out and have fun?" Like, this is just crazy to me. I think these people are spoiling their pets is what it is, but my ferrets would play outside forever if I let them. Same with mine in, like, normal temperatures, but I live in Texas and it gets insanely hot even after a few minutes, and they are falling asleep on me. Is it, like, always hot in Texas? That's what I when I think of Texas, I just think of, like, desert and, like, hot all the time. I'm sure that's not true. Like, do you get snow and stuff? I would like to know. I would love to take my ferrets everywhere. I would too, but having 4 is hard to take everywhere. I'd have to pick one, and then Brian is always like, "Why don't you wanna take Howl or Momo?" I'm like, "Well, Pazu's the easiest." Do you have any advice on keeping your ferret from wriggling out of their harness? No, unfortunately not. Pazu just, for some reason, doesn't squeeze out of the harnesses, but all the other ones do, so I can't take them out right now, like, at this time. But no, I haven't, found a way to make that from stop happening. Joe, stop. Okay, so, like, seriously, I want a ferret so bad, but my mom won't let me get one because of the smell. I'm trying to convince her for how to get one because I've done my research. Will you explain the smell in detail? Like, the smell of ferrets? I mean, if you have a kibble-fed ferret, they'll smell worse. So, the kibble-fed ferrets that I've sniffed in my lifetime, they kinda smell like body odor and urine, like a really strong urine smell and, like, grain. Does that make sense? Like bread, like pea-soaked bread and musk. Like musky, like old cellar. Okay, you found a piece of bread in a cellar and it's soaked in pee. That's probably the best that I could explain in detail. Raw-fed ferrets smell like a lesser version of that, and, if you have a healthy ferret, their tails will actually smell like grape soda. Basically, we get a few cool days, but nothing lower than, like, 30s, no snow where I am. Northern Texas gets some snow sometimes. Ugh, I'm kinda jealous, kinda jealous. Where, I lived for most of my life is, like, the one of the places that gets the most snow in the United States because it's, like, a lake region, and, we would just get so much snow. So much snow, like, you open the door and it's just snow. It's just snow. Now, I live a little more south in New York, so it's better here. It's a lot better here. We've only had, like, 1 snowstorm here, which is crazy. It's 70 something outside right now. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be, like, 60 degrees. So hello? Oh, Appa? Again? You see, though, they just slide under the door. There was a big flu outbreak here, and I just got my ferrets a month ago, so I haven't been able to let them socialize with other people or explore outside. Yeah, that sucks. It's probably good that you're not taking them outside during a flu outbreak because they can catch the human flu. How do you litter train them? Uh, so it's a big question. I get this a lot. So, short rundown. Let's go. Litter training. Litter training 101. Okay, you take your ferret, you got a litter box, you got litter in it. When the ferret wakes up, you pick up the ferret, put it in the litter box, give them a treat or pet them, say that they're good, and then just keep doing that. And then eventually they'll just keep peeing there. And then take your pee pads, put them in every corner of the room, and then just watch them go, and then see what ones that they like peeing on, and then remove the ones that they don't use, and then you're good. It's good. I'm thinking about getting another ferret maybe, so a trio when they get their bigger enclosure. I find that when you go from 1 ferret to, like, 3, it's not that big of a difference, but when you get 1 ferret from having none, That's a big difference. I would love that pea-soaked stale bread. Yeah, me too. You probably, if you walk in here, that's probably what my apartment smells like. I don't know. I've had guests over and they're like, oh, it doesn't smell that bad in here. It smells like laundry and ferret, but who knows what that means. My raw-fed ferrets smell of tortillas. Wait, why grape soda? Okay, I don't know. I've looked this up. I don't know why some ferrets smell like grape soda. Like, they all of them, their tails, you smell their tails, like their back end. They smell like grape soda for some reason. I don't know why. I've tried to Google this. I don't really get. There are some people that say, oh, that means your ferret is healthy. But, like, who knows? You know, there's not, you know, evidence. There's no science that proves that. Yes, they do love going under the door. Where I am in Minnesota, it is 1 degree out today. Dang. Please say hi. Hi, Gracie. Is that your name? Hello. I didn't eat anything today. I actually did. I did eat. I got my popcorn. It's very bad. It's a day old. I'm thriving. I've learned that by petting my ferrets' bellies, I can tell if their bladder is full. If it is, I put them in the litter box. My girl got it down in 3 days. Yes, you can do this if you know how to do that. Yeah. When I took Appa to the vet a few months ago, the vet was holding him and was like squeezing him. Like, yep, he's got a full bladder. Like, yep, sounds about right. I have popcorn too. Popcorn's good. Your ferrets are living better than you. Yeah, you're right. I'm eating popcorn and Pepsi, and they're eating like fresh rabbit and muskrat that costs more than like a meal of mine. I'm a little triggered by that. Not really. People ask me how I can afford raw for them. And my answer usually is because I do not spend a lot on myself. There are people that go out and like buy Starbucks every day, even every other day, and it's so expensive. Or like they go out to eat all the time. I don't really do that. So I have a lot of money saved because I don't do those things. I don't really buy myself clothes or makeup or anything like that. I usually just spend it on their food, my car payment, rent, fun stuff. People are messaging me, but I feel bad. I don't want to open them while y'all are talking to me. My oldest sister always buys animals I get to one-up me. So now she has 3 and I'm worried about them like they're in a tiny cage fed on rabbit food or something. What do I do? Are you talking about ferrets? That sucks. She gets them to one-up you? That's not great. I don't know. Sit down, talk to her about it. I don't know. Take her ferrets and then leave? No, don't do that. My vet is great and sees ferrets a lot, but he said that raw feeding doesn't make a difference in ferrets. He wasn't against it, but my mom isn't as convinced to do it. Luckily, she's still going to let me switch. Yeah, a lot of vets are pretty either... Well, most of the time they're against. I'm surprised that he just said it doesn't make a difference. Most of them are like hard no or hard yes. I have not met a vet that's hard yes, although my grandmother actually uses a holistic veterinarian for her dog. I wonder if I have those papers. She gave me the papers that the vet gave her, the holistic vet, and it was super interesting because the vet promotes raw diet and whatnot. And it had like a schedule. I kept it because I wanted to show you guys, but I don't know where I put it. It was really cool to see. My ferrets have been a little constipated recently. Are there any common causes? Well, you feed raw, right? I'm pretty sure you said that. Usually that's because they're getting too much calcium, too much bone. So I would look into that first and then go from there. So I would feed less. If you're doing Frankenprey and you know how it says 7 to 9 meals of bone in, do the 7 instead of the 9 and whatnot and up the muscle meat that you feed. When your ferrets are more high class and you look at him, he's enjoying rabbit, whitefish, and a nice raw eggie drizzled on top. That's what he's eating right now. Wish I could eat like that. Not. I'm surprised you don't have 1 million subs. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not surprised that I don't have 1 million subs, but thank you. adulting, basically. Yes. Moving out here was a huge shock to me. I'm still a little freaked out, to be honest. Like, y'all, I'm heartbroken because my best friend, my car, right? Her name was Petunia. She took me everywhere, that car. And she took me here. She lived with us for a few months. And this car was paid off. She wasn't that old, but she died. She died very recently. And it makes me sad. I had to get a new car, and now I have to pay every month for this car. I'm pissed about it. Little rant. Enjoy what you have when you have it, guys. Never know when you'll lose it. Do you give bones to ferrets? Yes, I do give bones to ferrets. They love the bones. They got to eat 7 to 9 meals in a week of bones. They got to have a lot of bones. I want to move my ferrets to raw. I think they'd handle the change very well. I need to refer back to your video on that to get started. Yes, and I also have a raw feeding course. Do not forget, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't usually say y'all, but lately I've been saying it. But yes, I have a raw feeding course, and I will be accepting new people very soon. So keep an eye out for that. I have to go. Thank you for answering my questions. I'll send the cage photos on Instagram. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. What do people call ferrets? What do you mean by that? What types of bones? Wings, necks, feet, anything with bone in it. They like necks and whatnot. All right, y'all. I want to learn more about you guys. Tell me your ferrets' names in the chat. And tell me something funny that they do. I'll tell you some for mine. I have Pazu. What is this quirky thing? I don't know. He's just weird. I mean, look at him. He's weird. Oh, he's stashing. That freaking jerk. When you see them like go up slowly and then like go like this, they're usually taking something away. I have Appa. He loves to play. He's an early riser. He's so energetic in the morning for some reason. And he likes to bite toes with socks on. Momo is just weird. She's the weirdest that I have, in all honesty. Oh my gosh, look at all these names. My ferret will be called Goku and Ferret Man. I love that. I gotta say, I like those names. It's her 100% of the time. Don't you just see, like, you see that your ferret did something and you don't actually see which one do it, but you know which one did it. Like, I usually, this is kind of unrelated, but I usually sleep at night with this door closed. Like, they're all in my room. Oh, you see them opening that closet door? That's spooky. Guys, can you please not? And so last night I slept with the door open. And this morning when I woke up, there were a lot of little trouble things. They got into trouble. And I found Howl under my sink, which they're not allowed to go under there, in the cabinet behind the garbage can, sleeping. Like, they love to sleep in there. It's so gross. And it worries me. I don't want them to get like a upper respiratory infection because it like smells like garbage in there. I don't know why they like it so much. Freaking crazy. My ferrets, Lynx and Stella Luna, love taking my phone from me when I'm trying to take pictures or videos of them. Yep, that's funny. They'll do that. They like to attack my mom. My ferrets love to attack the heck out of my mom for some reason. I think because, like, Howl, because he knows that she doesn't like him because he's a little bit of a nippier ferret. And so I feel like he can sense that because he will find her in my house back home and bite her ankles really hard. So yeah, they attack my mom for some reason. She is the dukiest duker. She'll duke over nothing. That's Momo. She will duke over nothing. Yeah, you just go boop, 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 and then she's like, oh. It's so cute. My babies are named Bernie and Angel. That's cute. I like those names. You guys have such good names. I'm so impressed. Like, people will go to me and be like, I named my ferret Sarah. And I'm like, why'd you name your ferret Sarah? No offense to you guys out there who have animals named Sarah. Nothing against you. But, and at work too. Like, they'll be like, yeah, this is, what's a popular name? This is Max and what's a popular girl's name? This is Max and Molly. And I'm like, another Max and Molly. And Lola. Everyone names their animals Lola for some reason. I mean, it's cute. I think it's cute. But why? Why do people? Probably because they don't work in the animal care industry. They don't see what everyone names their animals. That's probably what it is. One of my ferrets, Matcha, rarely plays. She just mooches. She will escape from her room and slowly wander away in plain sight. She's a bit slow. It's funny. Matcha, like that name. Bunny loves to play with my dog. He bites his lips and feet and tail, but he doesn't mind. My ferrets do that too. They'll like bite Sedona's lip. They'll like hang on, and then she just sits there like, what do I do? Mine are matcha, rubius, and oolong, after types of tea. Ugh. Thank you. That's so cute. Thank you for blessing me with that knowledge today. Domino, a rescue, likes sitting on the windowsill watching people walk by. That's so cute. I like that name too. I named my lizard Henry, so when I talk about him, my teacher is confused. That's funny. A lot of you have lizards. It's interesting. Hello? I'll just like hear them just banging around things. My mom is thinking of getting me a ferret in Arizona, and I don't want to get one until I get $2,000 for everything, including emergency medical fees. That is a good idea and very responsible of you to do. So thank you for doing that. Oop. How is there still like almost 30 people watching? Y'all are crazy. It's been like an hour and a half. I have my girl Bonnie, 7 years old and loves to sleep curled up and blocking the tube. I have a 4-month boy, Buddy Bear. Buddy Bear. I love that. Who is always energetic and likes to give his toys water by putting them in the bowl. That's so cute. I see a common animal name and I'm like, why? My ferrets are called Bambi and Dinky. What? Bambi and Dinky? So cute. Sorry, guys. That was really loud. 3 of my cats are named Kitten Puffy. Kitten Puffy. Oh my god. No, that's so cute. Oh. It's 11 p.m. LMAO. It is almost 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock here. Anyone here from New York? We got any New Yorkers here? I would love some fellow New York ferret lovers. I've heard somebody call a ferret a long floof. That's cute. I've encountered some pretty interesting names. Oh, there's a cat, and his name is Glue, like glue, like, you know, like arts and crafts glue. Yeah, I guess it's because he makes a sound that sounds like glue, like glue, glue. I've never heard of it, but yeah, his name is Glue. I'm in New Jersey. Hi, guys. You're almost here. Yay, flying toast. Baby trash pandas. I like that. I live in Pennsylvania. Hello, state neighbor. How is it in Pennsylvania? I've always wanted to go to Pennsylvania. I only didn't name one of my animals. He is called Dave. A ferret named Dave. Oh, you said animals. It might not be a ferret, but that's cute. That's a cute name. Even though, again, I'm not big on people names, but I like that. I like that a lot. But I like names after like TV shows and stuff. It can be kind of tacky and corny and whatnot, but I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I knew that I needed animals that had Avatar The Last Airbender names. So that's how we got Appa and Momo. And Appa has like a black stripe down his back, kind of like how Appa has the arrow. So that's why I chose those names. Momo, I actually, fun fact, was going to name her Riva because I really like the name Riva, but it didn't fit her very well. Their names before I got them were Rose and River, which I thought were pretty cute, and they like, I don't know, they went good together, but it just didn't suit them. I have a dog named Finley. I like that name. Although a lot of people name their pets Finn, but I like Finley. My nephew named my beardy Tittles. Oh my gosh. Dave the cat. Yeah, River's a nice name, isn't it? I like it. And then Rose is a very common name. Are you going to keep this live on your YouTube page or are you deleting it? I'll probably keep it on my page, to be honest. I'm going to Florida for a competitive cheerleading competition in a month, and only my dad will be home, and I'm scared he won't take care of them properly. I have this worry all the time. When I was home and I had to, like, I would pet sit for people sometimes, which I no longer will ever do. But so they would often want me to stay at their house, like, overnight. So I would pet sit, and then I would have my mom watch my ferrets. And sorry, Mom, I know you're going to watch this at some point, but she knows that she's not the best. She's not the best to take care of them. So that's a very real concern. And I feel you on that. So that's why what I did was I made a whole write out. Like I typed it out, like feeding schedule and water schedule and playtime schedule for her to follow, but she still wasn't that good at following it. So I had my little sister do it and she did a much better job. Although if she's watching this, she charges me a lot of money to watch my ferrets. So yeah, I had to give her so much money to watch my ferrets for a few days. She'd con me. That's what she would do. Yes, girly, I'm back. Hi, Caroline. My bunny's name is Simba. That's cute. My ferret is called Casper. I like that name as well. I watch your vids almost every day. Thank you. What do you do with the ferrets when you go take a vacation? This is a good question. Never take vacation. No, I very rarely go on vacation. It's just how it is. In the animal care industry, it's really hard to take days off because you always have animals at work that you need to take care of. So yeah, it's kind of hard, but we board ferrets at my job, so I could do that if I wanted to, and I would get a sweet discount. But they would have to stay in their cage the whole time, and it's just stressful. So I just go places that I can bring them. I have a cat named Quinn. Also a good name. You guys are impressing me. It's very hard to impress me with names. Should I neuter my ferrets? I find it so controversial, and I can't find the right answer. They're 4 months. Yeah, this is it's hard. I assume you're not in the US, but honestly, I don't know. I mean, do you keep them together and are they, having behavioral problems or whatnot with each other? Are they okay during breeding season? I would love to keep an intact male at some point, ferret, but it's hard to obtain one in the US. So I don't know. I would talk with your vet. And also, if you got them from a breeder, I would talk with your breeder because some of them have certain rules that you have to follow. How often do you upload? Usually once or twice a week. Hi, Otter Clash. I was away for one night before, but my mom was home and she is better at caring for them. But I have an Amazon Echo show and I set it up so I could drop in and watch them whenever. Oh, so like you had a camera? Is that what you're saying? Like a camera to watch them? I wanted to buy them a camera so that I could watch them at work, but I realized that would make me very crazy. I'd be a crazy ferret mom at that point because I'm not already a crazy ferret mom right now. No, not there yet. I had to trust my brother to look after the ferrets for 2 days once. When I came back, the bookshelf had been emptied onto the floor and covered in poo. Never again. I'm sorry to hear that. It's really hard to find people that will care for your ferrets up to your standard. I definitely do not recommend looking for someone to ferret sit for you, like on Rover. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trust strangers to come to your house and take care of such a high maintenance animal. Don't do that. If you have friends that could come to your house, you could do that. There's also, actually, I'm going to little plug here, which reminds me, I never posted on Instagram that I went live, but anyways, whatever. There's a Facebook group called Ferret Sitters Connection, and they have almost 900 members, and you can join this, and they have a picture. They have a picture of each state in like the album section, and people will comment if they're located in that state and that they're available to ferret sit. So you can try to find someone on that, because those people are ferret savvy people. I would feel more comfortable having a ferret savvy person take care of them, but in all honesty, it's so hard to trust people to take care of your animals correctly. It's so hard. So I don't blame y'all for getting mad when people don't do it up to your standard. In England, the implant is an option if you don't want to get the ferret neutered. Yes, you can do that as well. Again, just talk to your vet about it. See what your options are. I need to go to Cali and Chicago and a new place with my whole fam, and my dad is a kidney. My dad is a kidney and has someone help him to pay bills and stuff, and she did an extremely good job, way better than I thought. I don't really understand this, but that's good that they did a good job. How often do you upload? Once or twice a week. I think I already answered that, but I don't know if you heard me, but yes. Ferret sitter what? I know. There are people that will ferret sit for you. I gotta go. Wish I didn't have to. Gotta feed the fam. Love your videos. Bye. Goodbye, Ferret Biz. Thank you for watching. Also, she does it for free because we've known her ever since I was born, and I'm 13. So yeah, very lucky for all I have. Well, that's good that you found someone that can do it, that you trust. That's okay, Maya. Yeah, I'm going to Las Vegas next weekend, and I'm nervous because I'm leaving them with my friend that also has a ferret. Yeah, it's okay to be nervous. I would be nervous as well. Have you ever been injured and had to care for them? Last year I had to wear a back brace, and it was hard to clean their poop up. No! Knock on wood. Gotta find some wood. Knock on wood. I have not had any injuries, and I have not been sick since getting them. I usually get sick once a year. But since moving here, I have not gotten sick. So, I don't know. But no, I have not, thankfully, experienced that. And if that were to have happened, I have Brian here, so he would just take over the chores, even though he hates to clean the pee pads. Brian, if you're watching this, you got to clean up the pee pads, man. I can't keep doing it. I can't keep doing it for you. You have to help out and clean up the pee pads, please. What state are you in? New York, baby, not the city. I'm going away for a whole week soon, and I have no one to watch them. Okay, I do, but not to my standards. I know it sucks. It sucks. I know. I wish I had tips or like something to tell you, but I don't. My friend has a ferret and I have two. Is it safe to let them have a play date? This is a good question. I would only do this if the other ferrets have been seen by a vet recently and have had a fecal sample taken from them, and also that they've been checked for ear mites. I feel like that's a controversial question, but I think it would be okay if you know these ferrets, you know their health history. It's kind of like with the foster ferrets that I took in. I had been monitoring them for weeks at my job, and then decided to see if I could take them into my house for a little bit. And I had them interact pretty much right away because I know these ferrets. I've been monitoring them for like 3 weeks. I know my ferrets, and they all got along just fine. Brian, call out. Yep. Oh, he is watching. Hi, Brian. If you had 2 more ferrets, a boy and a girl, what would you name it? This is a good question. I have to think. I kind of wish I stuck with the Miyazaki names, like all with all of them, but I didn't. So if I had, so I have Miyazaki ferrets. I have Avatar: The Last Airbender names. I think it would only be fair if I were to do a different thing that I love a lot. So probably World of Warcraft names. I love World of Warcraft. And there's a lot of very unique names in there. I'd probably have to find one that isn't like too weird and long, but I'd probably do that. I don't know. I don't know. I say I like names and stuff, and I don't even have some, ready to go. Should you have one ferret or two? Definitely two or more. I live in Romania, and it is 1:10 a.m. Romania. Sweet. Were you born in New York too? Also, isn't Marshall Farms in Upper New York? Yes. I lived only 50 minutes away from Marshall Farms, but I've never driven up that way to them. For obvious reasons, they don't want you near their place. Everyone names their ferret Bandit. Boring. I know a lot of people name their ferrets Bandit. That's like the most common name for ferrets. I still think it's cute, but yeah. Oh, and when I got Pazu, I was trying to figure out what to name him, and I was going to name him Swiper, like Dora the Explorer, but I didn't. So yeah, Momo. Oh, she's stretching there. Momo, come here, my little baby. Oh my god, come here. My little girl, my sweet little girl. Oh my god, I love her. I love her so much. She always shakes when she wakes up to warm herself up. It's so cute. Were you sleeping? Were you sleeping? She's so sweet. She won't let me hold her for long. I'm a photographer, and I will never forget taking pictures for a client who had named their daughter Sylvanas. Are you serious? They named their daughter that? That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, I gotta say. I'm happy you did this on a Friday because it's the only day I'm free and I can stay the whole time. Woohoo! I will be live as long as you guys want. Although at some point I have to... Wait, I already fed them. I already fed them dinner, so never mind. You should get 2 because they'll get very lonely and possibly depressed. That's true. Me sitting here with one of my ferrets called Bandit, like... That's why I hate saying that I don't like certain names, because people that have used those names and that like them are like, but that's okay. I mean, it's fine. You can like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. Like, you could hate the name Bryn and that's fine because I don't really like it either. So most ferrets I see are called Bear. I do see Bear a lot, but I actually really like that name because I love bears. Bears are my second favorite animal next to ferrets. Sorry, going crazy, Momo cute. You're right. Isn't she so cute? I'm so happy that I got them. Oh, so cute. You should totally stream. I know you play WoW, and with the ferrets in the background would be the best. Well, if y'all want like a WoW stream, I play classic WoW right now. I would do that. I didn't think that you guys would find that to be interesting, so I didn't. How did you potty train your ferrets, or do they still have accidents? I have 2 2-year-old ferrets and 2 1-year and 4-month-old ferrets. Wow, a lot of ferrets. Talked about it before, but I'll make a video on it about litter training, potty training at some point. They do still have accidents, though, to answer your question. They do. They... Not so much now that I figured out where they like to go, but they still poop under the Christmas tree. Which is hard. It's really hard to get under the Christmas tree where they're going. I would 100% watch your stream personally. Well, thanks. Maybe I will. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. When we got my first ferrets, my sister got to choose the girl's name, and she said Peaches. And my mom didn't like the name. How do you not like the name Peaches? That's so cute. So she called her the brown one. But now she finally warmed up to the name. That's good. Can you do a live stream of all your ferrets playing in a room and you answering your questions? I would do that, but they only play for like a couple minutes and then they go back and they sleep. So it wouldn't be very interesting. Oh, sorry, Maya. I keep missing your questions. What is the best kibble if kibble is the only option? None. None of the above, unfortunately. I would rather give a ferret wet food over dry food. So, yeah. My cat is named Sassafras. I don't know why we chose it. That's cute. My animals at home, I have a dog named Sedona, which I picked that name. It's a place, Sedona, Arizona. I've never been there, but I hear it's nice. And I have Juniper. I chose that name as well, Juniper. And Dobby. I chose that name as well. Dobby from Harry Potter, because he has these weird ears and looks like a house elf. What wet food for them? Or what wet food then? I have no idea, but I'm just saying that I feel like a wet food would be better because it has more moisture. But I honestly, I don't feel comfortable telling you guys brands because I don't want you to do that and then have problems and then it's my fault, you know? I'm still learning some useful potty training techniques, but if they're mostly potty trained, then yeah, that's probably as good as you're gonna get, unfortunately. I have to go, but thanks for the great stream. You should stream more. Thank you, Harley. If you check her channel, she has a whole video dedicated. Yes, I do. Thank you. Do you have other animals? Do other animals like your ferrets? Oh, do my other animals like my ferrets? Yes. So Sonona likes my ferrets, and so does actually they all do. Oh, I also have a cat named Maya who lives in the basement of my parents' house, and she has a lot of anxiety for some reason. And she's terrified of Sedona, so she doesn't ever come upstairs. So I never see her, unfortunately. And it's really sad because she just like stays in the basement all the time. And I mean, if you bring her upstairs, she gets so anxious because my poor dog likes to chase her and scare her. So yeah, that sucks. I kind of forget that we have her sometimes. Sedona is such a beautiful place. Went there on a cross-country trip. My dad's been there, and he had a lot of fun there. That's where we kind of came up with it. But I've honestly not traveled to many places, and it sucks. But maybe someday I'll travel. The farthest that I've ever gone is like South Carolina, which was fun, but a huge difference from New York. Don't you have a video on the top kibbles? I did have a video on the top kibbles, but I removed it because I'm pretty sure that I kind of talked up Origin a little bit in that video, and now with all these problems that are coming out with the brand Origin, I wanted to take that off so that people wouldn't watch that and be like, oh, she says that Origin has good ingredients and whatnot, and then do it and then have problems. So that's why I have deleted that video for now. Any tips? Oh, Dobby is the best name ever. Isn't he so cute? I love the name Dobby. And any Harry Potter names I like. Any tips for ferrets pooping beside puppy pads? No. There's this picture. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's hilarious where it's like a little closet and they have like pee pads in all parts of this closet and there's just one little ferret poop in the middle where there's no pee pads. It's hilarious. But mine will sometimes pee and poop and whatnot out of the puppy pad if it's like too full, if there's too many spots on there and I have to clean it. But if they're doing it and it's clean, honestly, like more pee pads, I don't know, it's so hard. Litter training and potty training is so hard. Do your ferrets know any tricks? Pazu does. Pazu knows how to stand on his two legs and he knows how to spin and roll over. Do your parents like ferrets? Again, they don't. They don't like my ferrets and it's sad. My mother has warmed up to them quite a bit and she loves Pazu, but the others she doesn't really like very much. I'm so glad you're getting more popular. Thanks. I don't really think so, but thank you. I'm happy to see someone giving ferret owners good knowledge. There's a lot of ferret owners and don't know how to take care of ferrets properly. So I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you think that my recent 2 videos, like where I was watching other ferret care videos, do you think I was being too mean? I feel like when I watch them back, I feel like I was too harsh on some of the people and I feel really bad about it now, but everyone's already like watched them, so I can't really, do anything about it, but like I feel like I was a little harsh, but I don't know if it was justified in those situations. Wait, I gotta scroll back up. I'm missing these questions. Is Y song okay? No. Why? No, dry, just raw, or maybe freeze dried. Yes. So Y song is nice because it has no carbs in it. However, Y-Song as a company is not very good. They have a very bad reputation dealing with customers. They're pretty rude and short with people, and their food has killed animals before due to the toxic mold in the food, and they continue to sell this food before actually removing all the affected products. So it was a dog food, but I don't know. It just goes to show that even the best brands that people think are god products, they have their problems because they're made by a company. You know, they're trying to make money. So they can change ingredients one day and you'll never know. And they're just trying to make the most money as possible. Unfortunately, they don't always have your pet's interest, best interest in mind. Also, personally, when I was feeding Y Song back in the day, it was giving my ferrets really bad poop. It smelled disgusting. They had poop that smelled like blood when they were eating it. It was pretty nasty. My ferrets will 100% rip up pee pads. They will not. God, I'm so burpy because I drink Pepsi. Gotta drink some more. That sucks if they rip them up. Have you tried newspaper? Do they rip up the newspaper? I like newspaper over pee pads, by the way. A little tip. Do more live streams, please. If you guys enjoy it, like, heck yeah, I'll do it. I tried to order food from My Pet Carnivore, but the shipping was expensive and all the pickup places were more than 5 hours away. Do you just deal with the shipping or do you not have this problem? I don't know where you're located, but where is My Pet Carnivore? It's like Illinois. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Minnesota. I don't remember where it is. I could probably look it up. But you place your order in by Friday and then it ships on Monday and it gets to my house on Wednesday, which is pretty nice. And shipping can be expensive. Like $30, $50 sometimes, depending on how much product you're buying. But I find it to be much better than, let's say, Hair Today, where you have to meet the shipping requirement in order to buy something and get it shipped frozen to your house, which kind of sucks. So, like, you can't go to Hair Today and be like, okay, I want to buy like just a pack of livers. You can't do that unless you want to buy a lot of liver. You have to meet a shipping requirement, and then so shipping ends up being like $50 when you try to buy like one thing. So yeah, when you're buying, it's the same with My Pet Carnivore, but you don't have to hit a minimum or a shipping requirement. So if you're only buying one product, even from My Pet Carnivore, it's pretty expensive, the shipping. So that's why you just buy in bulk one time in the month and you're good. But yeah, you just kind of have to deal with it. If it's really bad, you can try any local butchers that you might have. That might be cheaper for you. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry I'm missing all your comments. There are countries where ferrets are not allowed without a license. Is it difficult to get that license and how do you get them? That depends on your county and whatnot. Everywhere is different. Ferrets are not allowed in a lot of places. They're not allowed without a license in some places. I think I don't know, you have to look up your state laws and county laws as well. You'd be better off contacting like a member of the county or something, board, I don't know. Maybe some vet offices to find out how you go about doing that. I don't think you were harsh at all about them. I think it's very important to let people know how and why, or know why. You can tell I'm getting a little tired and why things are not okay. Yeah, it makes me feel a little bit better that you guys didn't think that I was being too harsh, because there were some people that said or that asked me why I didn't just leave a comment on the videos, but then it's like they can just delete the comment and then no one ever sees it. This way, if I make a video, more people see it and more people learn from it. That was sort of my why I did that. Why? Ugh, people messaging me. I haven't done newspaper, but I kind of imagine it would be the same thing. Probably. You know, they sell like trays that you can actually pop the pee pad in. We use that for a lot of our dogs at work. I don't know if that might help, but I'm in New Jersey. So many New Jersey folks. What's up, guys? Are none of you guys from New York? I'm sad. I'm a little sad. Do you know the channel Ferret World? Yes, I do. And I'm happy it seems like she's uploading more frequently. I know she stopped for a while because her poor little ferret passed away, which broke my heart watching that video. I cried with her. Ugh, it's so sad. Heck yeah, we want more live streams. More live streams. Okay. My mom said I cannot get puppy pads because they're bad for the environment. I just use ads in regular newspaper. That's true. They are bad for the environment. You could use there's recycled or no, there's washable pee pads, but since I don't have a washing machine, it's kind of hard to do that. But I had that exact same concern when moving out. I wanted to be more eco-friendly when it came to the puppy pads. They have biodegradable puppy pads, I'm pretty sure, but those I've never used them, so I can't really vouch for them. Or they're puppy pads that are used with recycled materials. How long does a ferret have to be out of the cage total? At least 6 hours every day. At least. But please try for more than that. How much money how much money in total is a ferret? Sorry if you answered this already. I actually have a video on this. It's called How Much Do Ferrets Cost? So check that out. I'm in Arkansas. Sweet. Pee pads have changed my life. I used to just clean it up from the floor right away, but it wasn't working that well. Pee pads have saved my life, honestly. Like I have one, two, three, four, five. I have 5 places where I put pee pads. And if I didn't have that, that would mean I'd have like 5 litter boxes in this house. Okay, who's messaging me on Discord? I swear to God. Who is doing this? Oh, it's my Discord. Whoopsies. Hold on, I have to mute my Discord. Which, by the way, I have a Discord server. So if you have Discord, join it. Here, I'll link the link to my Discord. Hold on. Oh, Pazu. How do I get my link? Hold up. Hold up. Invite. Copy. Here's my Discord, y'all. Join it. We don't use voice chat on it. I might create a voice channel at some point. I think that would be fun to talk to some of you guys, but right now it's just text-based. I was in the pet cage reviews. Mine was the cozy pet cage, and you suggested to use the space better and more hammocks. The cage has been much better since. It's not rude, it's constructive criticism. Oh, that makes me feel so happy. There was someone that posted on Instagram and she tagged me in it, and she showed me like the cage that she was using before, and then she said that she watched some of my videos and upgraded her cage, and that made me so happy. There was a ferret incident that happened to me recently, and I won't go too much in detail. But there's these ferrets that were kept in really bad cages that I saw personally with my own eyes, and it was really hard, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I was really sad for a few weeks because of it. But you guys have really been helping me sort of get over that, get over the fact that I couldn't do anything about those ferrets. Showing me what you guys have done to improve your setups has been so helpful to me. So thank you for doing that. Can we see a ferret, please? Let me see. What time is it in America? Well, here it is 6:30 in New York. The best state. Just kidding. Don't get mad at me. I will find a ferret for y'all. Hi, Josh. You guys haven't really seen Appa, so I grabbed Appa, but he was sleeping, so he's mad. And it is 5:30 p.m. List your states, guys. If you feel comfortable, tell me where you're from. Like states. Don't tell me, the town that you're from. But tell me what states you guys live in or countries. I would be very interested to see. Yes, he's sleepy, but see, he's got the black line down his back. That's why I named him Appa. Manitoba, Canada. Did I pronounce that right? Oklahoma. That's so cool. I love learning where you guys are from. Pennsylvania. You guys know where I really want to go? Like, if I could pick... Ooh, comment if you could pick anywhere to go, to visit. Where would you go? Mine would be Iceland. I've always wanted to go to Iceland. I'm terrified of airplanes, but I really, really want to go to Iceland. That place is so beautiful. Ugh, I just would love to go there. When my ferret got super sick, we took him to another vet for a second opinion, and she told us to put him down. We didn't, and he got better, and it scares me to think if we did put him to sleep. That is really scary and really sad. That's why it's so, like, for a big decision like that, I definitely recommend getting, like, a second opinion, because that makes me so sad. That makes me really upset, actually. I'm really sorry that you had to go through that, but I'm really happy that you got a second opinion and your ferret is doing much better. Why am I scared of planes? I don't know. I went on a plane one time and it was an hour long and it was awful. I was so scared the whole time. India? That would be cool to go to. Well, I don't know if I could go to India. There's so many people that live there. I don't do well in crowds. Like, New York City is a nightmare. Nightmare for me. I do not like going to New York City. Have you ever seen a European polecat before in person? No, because we don't have any here. We have the black-footed ferrets here, and I would love to see one in person, but yeah, never seen one, unfortunately. I've seen otters in person. Thank you, Appa. My cat was just put out about a week ago, and I'm still very upset. I assume you mean put down. He had type 2 diabetes, and he was so sick. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. It breaks my heart. What was your cat's name? But probably some countries in the north. Be cool. About the vet, it made me upset too because we thought he would die. It was so traumatic, but now he's so much better and we're so happy he recovered. Ugh. I would definitely keep going to the person who actually gave you good advice. That's really scary. You evaded my kiss, buddy. Okay. He sniffed. How far away is New York City? It's only a few hours away. Back when I lived with my parents, it was like 9 hours away because I lived upstate. I live in Canada. A lot of you guys live in Canada. I would love to visit Canada. I think Iceland, Canada, and Japan would be my top 3 places. Canada is so beautiful. I mean, so is Iceland and Japan, but Canada is just beautiful. And it's really close by. I mean, from where I lived, it was only like a short trip up into Canada, but I just never went. His name was Freckles. Oh, I'm so sorry. I will think about Freckles. I'll keep him in him or her. Oh, him. I'll keep him in my thoughts. Tomorrow we have a rabies shot clinic in my town and my family has to round up our 6 cats and go. It's going to be chaos. My boss was telling me that she can't, it's really hard for her to take her cat to the vet because she just poops and pees and vomits like on the way there everywhere, like there and in the vet office. So like she'll call the vet if she thinks she needs to see the vet, and they'll actually tell her if like it's really serious and she needs to go in because they try to avoid it as much as possible because she just poops and pees and vomits in the car. Don't go to Manitoba, Canada. Last year it was colder than Mars in the winter and Winnipeg is the murder capital. Good to know. I would like to visit Alaska. I would as well, although it is the complete opposite. You hear that? The people upstairs are so loud. Anyways, it's the exact opposite part of the country from me. You don't need to answer. How old are you? I am 23. Wait, no, I'm 22. Wait, am I 23? That's really bad. I don't know how old I am. Brian, are you watching? How old am I? I think I'm 22. Oh no. What did you go to college for, or are you still in school? So, fun fact, I I went to cosmetology school in high school. I didn't finish. Well, I finished, but I didn't get my certification. My certification. Certification. That's such a weird word. I didn't get that for my cosmetology license. I didn't get that. So I never wanted to go to college. It just is schooling is not for me, traditional schooling. So I went to makeup artist school, aesthetics school, like skincare school instead for like 8 months. And that was a lot of fun. And then I started working in the beauty industry. So I was doing makeup professionally, I was doing eyebrows professionally, and I hated it. I absolutely hated it. So I wanted to work with animals instead. So I started doing a business major. I didn't finish. My friends will probably rip me apart in the chat, but and I have like a semester's worth of classes and I'll be done with college. And I don't have the motivation to finish, which sucks because put so much money into it. I should just finish, but I just said okay. Also, do you live in an apartment or a condo or a house? This is a house, but we rent the basement and there are people that live upstairs. I want to move my little girls over to a raw diet after seeing your videos on how beneficial it is. Do you need both red and white meat or does it not matter? Another good question. So you need to do at least one red meat source in the diet. Do you let your ferrets climb on things? Yes, I do. I try so hard to keep them off my desk because they're so clumsy. I'm so paranoid when they go on the bed because like they will go on top of the bed and they'll jump on the tile floor. And I'm like, it freaks me out because ferrets have broken limbs falling from that height. So I do let them climb because it's really hard to not let them do that. But I'm worried about it. How do you get a ferret to use only a litter box while in the cage? I honestly don't know. They're all trained, and I have one tiny box. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the size of the litter box that's in this cage right now. It's going to be gross because it needs to be cleaned. But I have this tiny litter box that I keep in the cage, and they always use it. I think so, unless that's an accident back there. I don't think it is. But yeah, so this is like just a tiny cat box. Obviously, if your ferrets are in the cage longer, then get a bigger one. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you guys why they're so good about using it in the cage, unfortunately. But I'll make a video at some point. You guys seem to have a lot of questions when it comes to litter training, so I'll make a video. Come on, Bryn, you can finish school. Once you do, you'll feel so accomplished. I know my friends make fun of me so hard for not finishing. I literally only have like 16 credits, 14 credits until I'm done. And I don't know. Nothing that I want to do requires it, so I'm like on the fence. And I work full time now, so right now I would have no time. I was doing it online. I was doing college in person for a few semesters, but I was doing it online, and it takes a lot of time. What are your opinions on vaccinating ferrets? Well, I am not an anti-vaxxer at all when it comes to people and dogs. But with ferrets, they're so prone to getting reactions from vaccines that a lot of vets actually don't recommend vaccinating ferrets, even though there are states that require certain things. There are states that don't. But I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video on it. I didn't want to because I didn't want you guys to think that I'm an anti-vaxxer because I'm not. Like, please vaccinate yourself. But with ferrets, it's different because it's not very well researched. A lot of ferrets suffer and have died from getting vaccines before. It's more common than you think for them. Where did you get that litter box from? A pet store, I'm pretty sure. 25 people are watching. 28 people are watching. Woohoo! What is your job currently? I work at a dog boarding facility, doggy daycare, and I am an assistant to the owner of the facility. It's a very small local place, and it's the second boarding facility that I've worked at. And it's really cool because it's located, it's in a really pretty location, and we're not super busy. When at the old place that I worked at, we were so busy. Like, we had so many dogs. On a normal day, we would get like 90 dogs for daycare, like just to for the day, like 90, along with like 200 dogs that would be boarding, staying overnight. So this is a really good change for me to be working at a smaller scale place. But yeah, that's where I work. It's a pretty cool job. I obviously would not have this job forever, but it's fun for the time being. How many ferrets do you have? I have 4 ferrets. What about the distemper vaccine? The distemper vaccine actually causes the most reactions over the rabies one. The rabies one is less common to give them reactions. So to avoid distemper, I don't bring my ferrets to unknown places. I honestly don't bring them anywhere at all that I don't know. My vet clarified to us that the distemper shot he used was made strictly for ferrets. I have met a vet that had a vaccine strictly used for ferrets. They get it imported in, so not a lot of vets actually have it. They do a feline distemper shot, and yeah, they can mess it up pretty easily. They are okay so far. It's been a month. Then yeah, if it's been a month, sorry, like my lips are dry. If it's been a month, then you're in the clear. Usually reactions happen like an hour after the appointment. I would say like that same day, maybe 2 days after. How much money do you usually make? That's a good question. I work a minimum wage full-time job, so it's not that much. And then I make a small amount from YouTube, so that helps. You guys help me pay my bills. Thank you. My ferret's veterinarian actually gives my ferrets, hold on, some type of Benadryl anti-reaction shot so they won't have a reaction. Yeah, they will do that. Sometimes they'll do it before, sometimes they'll do it after, just in case. Can you show us your cage, like a tour? You don't have to. Well, I just filmed a tour for it, so it's not much different from. I don't need to move my whole computer. What am I doing? It's not different from the last time that you've seen it. I mean, I added a different hammock down there. The ornaments are still hanging up. They haven't knocked them down. And I still have the Christmas lights, and Pets Galore's what do you call it? Platform liner set is the same. Whoop. I always hear them upstairs. They make the weirdest sounds. Are your ferrets ever sleeping and then get a small itch and freak out and run around and sometimes forget about the itch and go back to sleep? Yes. Yes. It's very annoying. When they do it in the middle of the night, they just run out and then they'll start like going crazy and itching. I've been streaming for 2 hours and I've had consistently like 30 people watching. That's so crazy. I honestly thought that only like 5 people were going to watch, and 3 of them being like my in real life friends. What is the most amount of money you spent on ferret vet visits? I would say I've been pretty lucky. I haven't had too many incidents that required me to spend a lot of money on them yet, knock on wood. But I think the most I've spent is maybe 300 to 400 in one vet visit. And it was for nothing. Did I guys tell you? Oh, vets get me heated. Veterinarians get me heated. I just a few weeks ago, Howl got bit by a spider. I don't know if I told you guys about this. I posted it about on Instagram. So it's like face blew up because he got bit by a spider. And I took him to the vet because the swelling wasn't going down. And I went there, and I also didn't know if it was a spider bite. I took him to the vet, and the vet came in, held him up, and was like, yeah, it looks like he got bit by a spider. So just watch him and I think he'll be okay. So 5 minutes. I paid $90. I paid $90 for 5 minutes of her time. I'm pissed. Still mad. Sorry, guys. I'm so sad. I have to go eat dinner, but I will try to come back if you're still alive. If I'm still, I think if I'm still alive is what you meant to say. I'll probably still be alive. I had so much fun watching your live video and asking so many questions. I'm so happy that you had fun. How long did it take you for your ferrets to really bond with you? That's a good question. Pazu and I were fairly immediate because he was so young when I got him. Howl, honestly, didn't really start bonding with me until I moved out. So a long time for him. And Appa and Momo, they didn't take that long with them. I feel like now Momo has been more cuddly with me, and before she's still super independent, but she lets me cuddle her more often now. Can you teach tricks to them? Yes, you can. Freaking Harley. I was talking to her and she stopped running so suddenly and just took a dump next to my camera bag. Freaking rude. God, I have so many of those situations. What ferret is your favorite? I can't answer that question. Although, I'm sure you all know who I might say, but I won't. Because Brian gets mad at me when I say like who my favorite is. Lol, whenever one of my ferrets one of my ferrets had the accident where her fingernail got ripped off. That just happened to me. And it costed like $350 and my mom was like, "We need to get some pet insurance." Yeah. Pazu ripped his nail out the other day, completely clean off, and it bled everywhere. The poor guy. Like I couldn't get to him on time. He was actually in we had that little basket there with a blanket in it. He was in there. And I just heard him like doing that noise that he makes when he's in trouble. And I couldn't get to him on time. And he ripped his nail off. But it's growing back, so I had to pay. Oh, that sucks. That sucks though that you had to pay like $350 for just that. I had to pay about 550, what is that, pounds? Probably like $600 to get an implant for my ferret a few weeks ago. Is that the implant? Like, what implant is that? We can get we have a couple different implant options here in the States. Since you got more ferrets, Momo, Appa, and Howl, are you going to change your channel name? No, because Pazu was my original ferret, my first ferret, and I named it Pazu and Friends because it's, friends meaning his siblings, me, Brian, and then all of you guys as well. So I think that name kind of encompasses all of that. So that's why I think I'll keep it. If you use a finger gun on your ferret, do they have a funny reaction? Sometimes they do. I'm thinking about free roaming my ferrets in my room, door locked because of my door opening dog, but I have a box spring with holes made by them that they sleep in, and I don't want them to be hurt at night. I don't really know much about box spring mattresses, but I don't know. I don't want to give you any bad advice when it comes to that. How much is pet insurance, guys? I'm not sure how much pet insurance is. I currently do not have pet insurance because I was talking to a community of ferret owners and they said it's just not worth it, but I think it helps a lot of people, so I don't know. One of my ferrets launched himself at a door handle earlier. He's still trying to figure out how it opens. Why do you like ferrets more than other animals? What makes them so special? Well, what makes them so special that you revolve your channel around them? That's a good question. I just think that they are the most perfect animal. Like I love cats. I love dogs. I don't like cats, but it's like a good mix of both. Throw in like toddler in there as well, like human toddler. I love how playful they are, and I love that they can also be independent because I'm not big into clingy animals. I don't really like. This sounds bad, but I don't really like to cuddle with animals too long because I like to move around and I feel like constricted if there's an animal laying on me, like I can't move. So that's why I like ferrets because they're both independent and they're dependent. Because like cats are so independent and some of them want to be around you all the time, but a lot of them don't. It was a whole surgery too. It took like 1 hour. What's your opinion on single ferret households? My boyfriend and I got 2 fuzzies together. They have sleepovers, but I worry about my fuzzy being lonely when his brother isn't here. So I feel like rarely it can work having just one ferret. I started off with just Pazu because there's a lot of as you've seen. A lot of conflicting information out there. If you try to Google anything about ferrets, you'll get, yes, one ferret is perfectly fine to have, which is what I thought when I was doing my research. And then there are people that say, no, it's not okay to have only one ferret. So with all this conflicting information, it's hard to know what is true and what is not. But I'll say that most of the time a ferret would appreciate having a friend. So I definitely, if you can afford it, have, at least 3 ferrets so that in case something happens to one, the other one isn't left alone. Speaking of vet bills, my parents had to pay around $2,500 to keep my then sick ferret alive, and I'm so grateful for parents who understand animals. I mean, my mom's mom would have let them die. This is so hard. Like, I know you guys get mad at me, and you younger viewers get mad at me for saying, they're trying to get their parents to get them a ferret. They have to pay, they need to be willing to drop like $3,000 on a surgery. You don't want to be in that situation where you love your ferret so much and they have to have this life-saving surgery and your parents won't agree to do it because of the cost. Like, you don't want to be in that situation. You don't. I have a hamster. I want a ferret, but that's definitely not happening. There's a really cute hamster being boarded at my work right now. Like, her mom is visiting home, and so her hamster's staying with us, and she's the cutest thing ever. She's also very friendly. So yeah, I had a hamster one time. His name was Satan. I had an albino hamster when I was young. He would bite me all the time. Saw a vet Monday as my new ferret was malnourished and has, sorry if this is TMI, a small amount of prolapse. He had a similar response that it'll be fine. Should I go back? She's gained weight. Well, prolapses aren't usually a huge problem. There are a couple like home remedies you can do for that. I won't say much, but you can Google that. But she's gained weight. That's good. I don't know what your vet is telling you to feed your ferrets, but let me know. 35 people. What the heck, guys? Do you think you'll ever do YouTube as a career or a side job? I would love. You guys have no idea how much I would love to just quit the day job and make money making videos about animals. Like, that is just a dream, isn't it? Like, that's the dream. But realistically, I don't know if that'll happen. I mean, there are some big pet tubers on YouTube. Like, Lennon the Bunny has like almost 400,000 subscribers, and she exclusively makes rabbit content. She's like my inspiration. If you can't tell, I'm plugging her so hard in this, but I love her channel, and her videos are so unique. There's bunny content on YouTube, but like hers is like another level. I don't know if you guys know her, but she's really cool. You guys can tell when I get really tired, I'll like start rambling and I won't finish. So I'm really sorry that I do that. I promise I don't have like attention problems, but it's just I get tired and I get this way. My ferret Camo just had to go to the vet not long ago because she was so thin and sick. She could not walk. The vet thought she might have died, thinking she had cancer. Luckily, she's good now. Aw, that sucks. Do you know what she was sick with? How much do 2 ferrets cost? I have a video on this, so go check that out. Also, I have nowhere else to get ferrets besides pet stores. Guys, it breaks my heart when you say these things to me. About, I have a lot of people that message me saying, I had no choice. I had to go to the pet store. Please don't tell me that because it breaks my heart. Just keep it to yourself because, I mean, I bought Pazu and Howl from the pet store because I didn't know anything better in the beginning. And I really wish I knew. But please do not support your pet stores. Please, please, please. I read one ferret is okay, got one and didn't have a job and was with her 24/7 and became depressed. That is what happened with me. I got Pazu because I thought only having one ferret was good, and fine, but he was depressed. And I hate that I subjected him to a life of that, but I didn't know. And now I try to educate as many people that I can so your ferret does not get depressed. And even like whoever it was that said that, it's gone now, but whoever made that comment is saying like even when you're home all day, like it's not enough for a ferret. It's not enough. They want to play the way that they want to play, and they can't do it with you. I really want a lizard, but my ferrets and cat would eat it. Yeah, that'll happen. So, yeah. My ferret just does not engage when I try to play with her. I know she loves crinkly stuff, but she gets bored of everything. How do I keep her engaged and having fun? Do you have more than one ferret? Because back in the day, when I had just Pazu, he would get depressed when I play with him a lot. So that's like the first thing that I noticed. When I noticed that he had some sort of depression or sadness. My ferret is a certified emotional support animal, and she does wonders for my mental health. I highly recommend one as an ESA. By the way, it's my first time here, subscriber, and love your channel. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear that your ferrets could be of help to you. I also got my ferrets from a pet store before I really knew. I regret it, but I love my ferrets. Gonna adopt in the future. That's how I was. That's why I adopted Appa and Momo after. I have 8 lizards and 3 hermit crabs, along with a ferret and a dog. As long as you keep them covered with a screen lid that locks, they will be fine. Yeah, just keep them out of reach. 8 lizards. What kind of lizards do you have? Harley was alone for a while. She had a really bad reputation for being an extremely mean ferret. The people who owned her before me left her in a cage and never played with her. Oh, that's so sad. Once I was able to work out her issues, I rescued a second ferret, Azzy. That's so cute. That's a cute name. Is the cost of owning a ferret what the video is called for how much 2 ferrets? Yes, watch that one. I have a leopard gecko, a dog, and a cat. Leopard geckos are really cool. I'm so happy that so many of you have lizards as well. I find that really interesting. Do some ferrets have red eyes, or are those only in pictures? Yes, there are albino ferrets that have red eyes. You can also have regular ferrets that are not albinos that have like amber eyes. Momo and Appa actually have red eyes, and you wouldn't be able to tell, but in certain lights you can see that they have dark red eyes. Thank you so much for answering these questions. I've only had squeaks for a month and have been binging your videos. You've helped so much. Guess I better look into adopting him a friend. Yeah, I mean, you won't regret it if you can afford having 2. I definitely recommend it, or more. 2 or more. Ferret math happens. When my ferret got sick, my others got so depressed. It was heartbreaking. My cinnamon ferret has burgundy eyes. Yeah, it's really cool when they have dark red eyes. So there's something called a dew ferret, which is dark-eyed white. So I kind of made up my own name. I don't even know if like rue is a term that people use, but red-eyed white, because that's kind of what I have. So I just call Momo and Appa red-eyed whites. I have 4 leopard geckos, 1 crested gecko, 1 African fat tail, 1 green anole, and 1 bearded dragon. That's pretty impressive. I would love a lizard, but I'm the kind of person who loves to spoil my animals. And I feel like while lizards live in tanks, that's where they live, right? I feel like I'd be like, I gotta let it out of the tank. It's probably really sad in there just being in that tank. But like the truth is they're just fine. I'm just crazy and I want to spoil all my animals. Thank you so much for the answer. I've asked my parents if I could adopt another, but the answer has been no. Any tips on how I can possibly convince them? Again, respect your parents, do what they ask until you can move out, in all honesty. I painted a canvas of all 3 of them. That's cute. Kira the hyena. Yo. I'll probably end the stream soon. I'm getting really tired. How are you doing? Sorry I missed your Facebook Live. How'd it go? My mother. I gotta do a quick hello to my mother, guys. Hold on just a second. I haven't talked to her in a really long time. I also have to tell her that I'm streaming. Hi, Mom.
Hello, I just texted you.
I know. I'm streaming right now.
Oh my god.
They can't see you. They can hear you, though. I have 30 people watching me.
Hello, 30 people watching my beautiful daughter.
And I've been streaming for 2.5 hours.
Wow. What are you
Why
doing?
aren't you watching? It's on YouTube.
Because I was waiting for the bus to come, and then we were doing dinner, and now I had time.
Yeah, so go on
You were still
YouTube.
doing it.
Go on YouTube and watch. I won't be doing it for much longer
Okay.
because I'm getting tired.
Okay, I will.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Sorry, guys. I just guilted my parents into getting a second, later a third. They were gonna just get one. Guilt tripping works, I guess. Oh, I just joined. And what basic items do you recommend getting before getting a ferret? I have a video on this. It is called What You Need for a Ferret, something like that. But I have that on there. I also wanted to say you're my most favorite YouTuber and you're so informational. Love it. And thank you for helping other people. How much longer will you be streaming? I have to go watch a video. Thank you so much, by the way. I don't know. I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming. Once I get so tired, I can't function probably. Do you own horses or did you just care for them just out of curiosity? I did own a horse for about a year. I sold him 2018, 29. No, someone's itching right now. That's a year. I did own a horse for a while. They are so expensive. They are so expensive. I ordered a custom pillow with the phrase, please get me ferrets, and a photo of my ferrets to try to convince my parents. It hasn't come yet. If they give in, you won't regret it. My ferrets love each other so much. Yeah, when you see them play together and sleep together and do everything together, you'll never go back to having only one. Oh, I am getting tired, y'all. It's on 7 o'clock. I'm such an old lady. I get tired. It's because I wake up at I wake up at 6 a.m. to go to work. Isn't that crazy? 6 a.m. It's crazy. Wow, you are still live. I am still live. Almost 3 hours. And I'm going crazy. Just kidding. I know, it's crazy. It's 5 o'clock for you. For me. Nice. It is 7, like I just said. Bye, Appa. I also got custom fortune cookies with random phrases like, you should get me Misha ferrets, and I'm going to slip them in the takeout. That's really funny. I've been here since 4:30. Haha. Hell yeah, let's go. Whoa. Oh, let's see a ferret sneaking around back there. I'll ask you guys, which one of my ferrets is your favorite? And if I made merch, would you get it? Would you wear Pazu and Friends merch? And let's say I sold like 4 different shirts, right? With all their names on it, or with all their faces on it. Which one would you buy? Which one of my ferrets would you wear? And I won't tell them. I won't tell them what you said. Don't worry. How old are your ferrets? They're all 1 year old. All of them. You'd wear Pazu. I have a shirt with Pazu on it. I'll show you guys the shirt that I have. It's so cute. But I got stains on it, which really sucks because I spent a lot of money on it. Here, let me find it. Where is it? Where's my Pazu shirt? Where the heck did it go? I don't know where it is. I don't know, guys. I don't know where my Pazu shirt went. I don't know. But I have a shirt with Pazu on it, and then it has like little leaves on it. It's really cute. But yeah, I like got stains on it, so it really sucks. Now my closet's open. That's gonna bother me. Yeah, I don't have a lot of t-shirts. I don't really wear t-shirts, so it's probably gone somewhere. I don't know. Pazu is my favorite because he reminds me of all my ferrets combined. To be honest, I would wear Pazu. He's so cute. You guys would wear Pazu. I knew it. I knew you would say Pazu. He's like my mascot for the channel, in all honesty. But yeah, I don't ever wear t-shirts. They make me uncomfortable. I only wear sweaters, long sleeved, and hoodies. Let's see. down to 20 viewers. That's okay. I'm gonna be ending soon. Maybe Momo. I would love a shirt with Momo on it. He's so cute. Do you have any ferret related New Year's Eve? No, New Year's. I'm getting so tired. New Year's resolutions. I had some resolutions with my channel, which I guess is ferret related. Just to make more videos, make more content that you guys like. Which, if you guys have video requests or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the chat. I'm not running out of ideas. It's just they're coming in a little slower nowadays. So I'm making a video on free roaming this weekend. But then after that, I'm not sure what to do. Can you upload more often? I would. Right now, I'm doing 1 to 2 times. Hold on, this is all messed up. Once or twice a week. But it's really hard for me to film videos on days that I work because, like, I get home and it's dark outside or it's getting dark. So I can only really film like Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. And I'm running out of ideas, sort of. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. Ferret toy ideas. I get like a lot of cat and dog toys for them. Have you ever considered doing more videos like spoiling my ferrets to get more viewers instead of educational videos? Love both types though. You see, like, what do you mean by that? Like buying a bunch of stuff for them and then giving it to them, or like a video of me playing with them? Because videos that are just showing them like running around and like me not talking do not get a lot of views. So I just assume you guys didn't like them. And the educational videos get more views. So I want to make what you guys like. So I don't know. If you want me to do like a spoiling my ferrets video, I would. How do you have your fairy lights over the cage without them getting to the wire? Well, my ferrets are not wire chewers. They don't care about the wires, so I can do this. But some ferrets would definitely mind having wires on the cage. My mom always says that ferret people are crazy, a good crazy, because we're obsessed with what's best with our ferrets. I know I spend hours with them, and she's read other stories online. My mom is watching now. Hello, mother. Everyone say hi, Bryn's mom. She thinks I'm crazy, and I know I'm crazy. So you're not alone. Yeah, like a ferret haul and then them playing with them. You know, I would do that, but I have so many toys for them already that they don't play with. So that would just be me like spending money on getting a bunch of toys that they don't play with again. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do something similar. Like people have done like buying ferret related things off of like wish.com. Maybe I would do that sometime. Ferret life hacks. That would be interesting. Like more videos like the channel Mzotic. Found them recently. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, sure. I can try. My mom messaged me, Sedona's watching me. It's my dog back home. Hi, Sedona. I love you so much. I'm so sorry I left you. Everyone's saying hi, Bryn's mom. Then maybe a ferret toy declutter if you have a lot. I do have a lot of ferret toys. I would love to donate them. I just recently donated a bunch of toys to the ferret sanctuary back home. But she was like, you can take whatever you want out of the donate pile. We have so many toys here. So I was like, oh, you didn't even need my donations because they have so much stuff. Because my cats chew on wires and my dad installed circuit breakers that turn off the electricity before too much power is sent to one circuit when a cat bites it. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that sucks. I'm very thankful that they don't chew on wires. Are ping pong balls good toys? Yes, I would say that they're good toys. Yeah, ping pong balls work. The plastic like ball pit balls work as well, but my ferrets are obsessed with them, like too much, and they will take them into their corner and bite them and chew on them, which I don't like. I guess this goes to show like how difficult it is to have free roam ferrets. I mean, they just sleep the whole time. Say hi to Lily. Hi, Lily. Lily is my little sister. Hi, Lily. I miss you so much. Why don't you text me, Lily? I text you and you don't respond. It's not cool. Text me back, Lily. Have you done a ferret walking video? I think there are clips of me walking Pazu in some of my older vlogs. My ferret loves mini tennis balls. Also loves mini stuffed animals. Mine do too. I actually found an adoption rescue center, though it's 5 hours away. That sucks. All right, guys, I'll probably stream until it hits the 3-hour mark. So like in 25 minutes or so, 20 minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know now. Although I'll probably do a live again sometime soon. If you don't have any shelters near you, you can look on Craigslist, Facebook groups, and whatnot. When else will you stream? I don't know. If you guys like Friday nights, I can stream Friday nights or every other Friday night. If you want some, like, I feel like this isn't very interesting content. I mean, you guys seem to like it, which is cool. But if you guys want to like watch me do stuff like playing video games and whatnot and talking to you at the same time, I would love to do that as well, because I play games sometimes, but I don't have very many that I play all the time. But what days? Days probably be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Yes, all Fridays. That would be so fun. I love when you stream. Thank you, guys. I'm so happy that you enjoyed this. It's crazy. Y'all are crazy. I'm so happy that you guys are having fun, even though I'm just sitting here and talking. That's crazy. Weird story. A cousin of mine said that my little dog chewed some really expensive cords from a PC and a big argument was started, but their cat chewed it. That's kind of funny. It's sad for your dog that he was blamed, but that's kind of funny. Cats are demons sometimes, you guys. I don't trust them. And my mom's watching and she's obsessed with cats. My mom loves cats. But the cats that we have at home, they're kind of weird. I would donate, but I don't know what happened to my donate button. What donate button? Is there a donate button? What? Where? I don't know where there's a donate button, but thanks for the thought. My ferrets like to poop in every corner, even on shelves, even if I have litter pans. And somehow do I stop that? You guys have had a lot of potty training questions. So I will either do a blog post, most likely a blog post, because they're easier for me to make, or a video. There's like a button at the top of my screen that says insert ad, but I don't know what that means. And I'm a little scared to touch it. Like, I don't know what that means or what it does. Blog post? Okay, I can make a blog post on potty training. That would be so much easier for me to do, and it would be out sooner than a video. How often do you blog? Well, I just started blogging. I have 3 posts on there. I'll tell you what they are. The blog is linked on my YouTube. Let me find it. It is called patsuandfriends.blogspot.com. And I have 3 posts. The first being a list of it's a ferret proofing post. So it has like a list of things that might be potentially dangerous in your house, which is really cool. I have a post on deafness in ferrets and if you should be concerned if your ferret's deaf. And then I also have one on bladder stones as well and how you can prevent bladder stones, because that's been a really big problem lately. If you have an Instagram, you would probably have seen how many ferrets have had this recently. I'm cleaning my cage as we speak. I try my hardest to do a deep clean every day. You don't have to do a deep clean every day. I mean, that's props to you for having that dedication, but I don't clean my cage every day. I don't even clean it every other day. I clean it like once a week. But I do replace the pee pads every day. You could do a video about ferret vaccines. A lot of people aren't educated. I would do that, but I don't know. It's such a controversial topic. I mean, maybe I will. Once I kept my ferret litter on the ground and they opened the bag and spread it out everywhere, I still find pieces in my bed months later. Ugh, that sucks. Back in the beginning, I had used hamster bedding for Pazu, and that stuff got everywhere, like all over my carpet, all over my clothes. Ugh, big regret. Also, my dog this night just hit his head in my mouth and he broke my lip skin. What the heck? My little sister just texted me. She says, "What happens when you don't notice that your ferret is eating a bone?" I don't know, Lily. What would you do, Lily? Tell me. I really love your videos, even though I don't have a ferret anymore. I just really enjoy your content. Oh, you guys are so nice to me. You have no idea. It really makes me happy. When you guys leave nice comments, I used to have like a problem where I would get so caught up in the comments. Like when my ferret care guide got picked up by the YouTube algorithm, I had so many people watching and so many non-ferret people. So I was getting a lot of mean comments for no reason. And I was like, I'm just going to turn off all my comments because I can't do this anymore. But I kept them on except for that video. And you guys have just been so nice to me. Like it really makes me happy. So thank you. Nice comments really do mean a lot to the people that you're, posting to. I love your content mainly because you just care so much about ferrets and educating people about them. Thank you so much. You're so nice. That's how I found you, was from the video and the algorithm. Yeah, for some reason, my care guide got picked up and it went crazy. So I got all these comments from like people who don't even like ferrets, and it was just so annoying to go through and delete them all. So I just had to turn them off on that video, unfortunately. I really want a ferret, but I'm in school and my mom always travels, so I can't spend time / let them out if I had one. Big props to you for recognizing that, though, and not getting a ferret regardless. Some people will be like, yeah, I don't really have time, but like I can, so I'm going to. And that really sucks. So thank you for being responsible and, waiting until you can actually have a ferret and give them the care that they need and the time that they need. All right, guys, I'm going soon. Almost at the 3-hour mark. I can post stuff in the chat. Little emojis. Little frog. I can always tell you when my ferret only gets 4 hours versus like 8. It's so sad. It is so sad. It makes me really sad. I wish I had a ferret, but it seems kind of expensive and I live with my parents. Yeah, it is very expensive. We will miss you. Thank you. I will miss all of you so much. He gets so much more rowdy and bites way more. Yep. That's what I'm going to be talking about in my video this weekend, actually. A section about, pent-up energy and ferrets that are kept in the cage all day. They're so rowdy and misbehaved when they live like that. I don't know why, but I get really nervous when you read my comments. Oh, don't be nervous. Say frog like Doge. Doge? Froge? For a sec, I thought the llama in the back was a mutant ferret. It's an alpaca. It's not a llama. It's an alpaca, and his name is Jim Jam, okay? Don't make fun of Jim Jam. Like frog, but frog? Froge? What? I like the live because I know anyone who likes ferrets and I can actually talk to people about them. They're a huge part of my life and I can go on for hours just talking about them. Me too! And it sucks because like the people at work don't really understand. So when I start ranting about ferrets, I look like a crazy person. I start ranting about ferrets with my ferret mug and my ferret hoodie. And I want to show you guys this this bag I bought off of Facebook. It's my makeup bag. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I knew when I saw this on Facebook I had to buy it. It's so pretty. I actually had an art piece commissioned from the person who made this bag of Pazu, and I can't wait to show you guys when it comes. It would be hard making a vaccine video, not just because of opinions, but countries are different. That is true. In the UK, distemper and rabies are so rare, they refuse to do them as it's not worth the risk. Good to know. Oh my gosh, Lily is just messaging me off the... Why is she... She's funny. Froge? Frog? Frog? Froge? I know you feed raw. I want to, but it costs a lot. My vet always says it's bad. I don't know why. So we use cat food with lots of meat and fish in it. If you want to know why your vet doesn't like raw food, watch The Truth About Pet Food, I think is what it's called. Watch that video and you'll know why vets are so against raw. I've researched but need more info. I could always use more ferret info. Is it custom painted? It's so pretty. It's not custom painted. She did this and then she was selling it, so I bought it. I know, isn't it so pretty? It's so cute. The one that I wanted to buy from her was already bought. It looked like Pazu, so I wanted that one, but it sold, so. You need to make a Pazu and Friends subreddit? Well, the thing is, I was going to make a subreddit with some of my ferret friends, but it just never kicked off. We never did it. So I kind of feel bad like making a subreddit after, letting that one die off and then making a new one. I don't know. If you guys want me to make a subreddit, I will, because I cannot stand the ferrets subreddit on Reddit. I used to be super active on there. I would answer everyone's questions, but people on there are like a different breed. Like, I don't know. There are some crazy posts that I've seen sent to me from there. And yeah, I don't really go on that anymore. What beds are your ferret's favorite? Flat cat beds. Froge? What do you guys mean? I don't know how to pronounce it. Do you feel as if the vaccines are worth the risk in the US? Just your opinion. Not for ferrets, but vaccinate your dogs and your kids, please. What does diarrhea mean for a ferret? I need more info on with like what else could happen besides it being their diet. Oh, like what else can cause it? I mean, a lot of things can cause it, like stress, illness, parasites, ear mites. Literally anything can cause that. You want the bag? Sorry, it's mine. I knew it. Pazu is your favorite. No, I didn't say that. No, that was I never said that. I want a subreddit. You guys want a subreddit? Of all things that I could make, you want a subreddit? I mean, okay. I thought you guys would want me to make like a Twitter account or something. But you want a subreddit? I mean, sure. It's Froge. You said it right. What the heck? Stop. Just stop. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to join my Discord. Did you guys join my Discord? You gonna make me link it again? Please join my Discord. I talk on there every day. We have some pretty crazy interactions on there. Yeah, so we can all post photos and stuff. You can post on my Discord, like pictures and videos and whatnot. The ferret subreddit is so bad. I don't want yours to blow up and take over theirs. Well, I'm happy that I'm not the only one that thinks that subreddit is like crazy. There was a post on there the other day. It's pretty upsetting. About someone who thinks they have to put their ferret down, but their parents won't pay for it, so they want to find out how to humanely put down their ferret at home. Hello? There was an actual post that someone made about like asking how they put down their ferret at home. And this post was reported so many times and allowed to be up for like 15 hours. This post was up. Like, what are y'all people doing on there? Sorry if some of you watching this are like moderators on that subreddit, but it's craziness there. What is Discord? Discord is like, it's like a place where you can you can actually voice chat on there, but I don't have it turned on right now. So we all just talk to each other. It's like a big group message. You can put photos, you can ask questions on there. I'm on there like every day talking to people, and a lot of people in there have ferrets, and we just have a fun time. It's kind of like how this chat is right now, but on Discord, and it's all the time. So it's fun. I used to be active in the Discord, but not anymore. I'm sorry to hear that. Please be active. Love to hear from you. I have like 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. What's your ferret's worst sickness they've had so far? Probably when I got Pazu, he had Giardia. That's probably the worst that we've had. I know, isn't that horrible? That post was left up for 15 hours after being reported multiple times by many different people. And they have like, what, 5 moderators on there? It's crazy. And also, people would ask like why they'd make a post asking why their ferret's sick and whatnot, and I would, respond back like because like they mentioned their diet, and I would say like maybe it's diet related, and people would just shut me down. They would be like, "No, I'm not interested in feeding raw. Don't even mention that to me." And it's like, well, okay. Like, I just did not feel welcome on there anymore, being like one of the only raw feeders on that subreddit. Lots of gamers use Discord. That's right. I'm a gamer. No. I like to think that I'm a gamer. But please put your Discord again. Okay. I will put my Discord again. Hold on. Do I still have it pasted? Oh, I do. What exactly did Pazu have? So yes, he had Giardia. It's an intestinal parasite. So they get it from dirty environments and dirty water, sometimes getting it from other ferrets' poop. So he had it when I got him at the pet store. So at that point, he had it for a few weeks. And I assume because he was only in the pet store for like a few hours before I bought him. So that's probably not where he got it. He got it from the Marshall factory, which is funny because on their website, they say that they produce Giardia-free ferrets and whatnot. That's a lie. So I had to pay a lot of money to get him fixed from that. I don't feed raw, but I'm always open about raw because I know it's the best and I'm switching soon. I love people like you because there are people who they're just like when I recommend it, they're like, I can't do it. Like, don't even recommend that to me. And I'm like, I'm just trying to help, okay? I might not be allowed to join the server. Why? Why aren't you allowed? It's kid friendly. 3 people have joined your Discord. Woohoo! Thanks, guys. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty PG in there. It's actually very PG. One of my rules on there is to keep it PG, so people have been following it. But yeah, it's really fun on my Discord. We talk every day on there. So if you have like questions that you really need answered, you can go on there as well. And you'll get responses from not only me, but other ferret people. I joined the Discord, but I haven't been on it at all. I'll try 2 more. Yes. I mean, if you guys want me to, I can actually like do voice channels on there if you want to like talk to me, and like talk to a bunch of different ferret people in like that kind of setting. Where you could play video games together. Like, I would love to do that. I need more friends. I need more friends. Okay, I'm very lonely here in this small town. I have no one. And especially there are no ferret people around here. Hi, Maya. I'm going to be ending the stream in a few minutes, but welcome back. I think doing the voice chat would be cool because you could host Discord events. What is a Discord event? That sounds interesting. Do you know what Roblox is? Yes, I do know what Roblox is because my little sister plays it a lot. She would tell you all about Roblox. She loves it so much. It's her favorite game to play. Personally, I'm more of a Minecraft player myself, so I don't really play Roblox. Only one of my ferrets only one of my friends likes ferrets, but they aren't really committed to them. That's sad. That's sad. We need a Minecraft server. Yes, I would love a Minecraft server. Oh my god, you guys all love Minecraft. Let's go. You can stream games and stuff so we could play games together. That would be so fun. You'll have to show me how to do it. Oh, Lily's texting me. Wait, what? I like Roblox more than Minecraft. Oh my gosh, she's like 6 years old. She's texting me. Fine, I like Minecraft too. She's so funny. Or have a movie night via the voice chat. I would love that. I would love a movie night. We could watch Studio Ghibli movies. We could watch Castle in the Sky. Good idea. I'll have to figure out how to actually do that. Oh, Lily's 7. Sorry, guys. Lily is actually 7 years old. I don't even know my sister's age either. Roblox is shutting down? No, it's not fake news. I have to ask my sister. She would know. Lily, is Roblox shutting down in March? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. What games do you like to play and what console? I am a PC gamer. Guys, only 1 minute left. I'm a PC gamer. I am very bad at playing on console. I play World of Warcraft. That's pretty much all I play. And other MMOs. I like MMOs. It's okay. I always forget my sister's age too. Do you guys remember? I didn't even know what my age is. I don't even know if I'm 22 or 23. Like, I honestly do not know. I don't know. I think I'm 22. Wait, yes, I am 22 because I sang the Taylor Swift song on my birthday. So I'm 22. But yes, I forget my sister's age all the time. Like, is she 6? Is she 7? Is she 8? All right, guys, I've hit the 3-hour mark. You know what that means. Oh, my mom texted me. I'm 22, guys. I'm confirmed 22. She was there. Anyways, I have to go. It's been 3 hours. Thank you guys so much for watching. And some of you have been talking to me for 3 hours. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. I'll definitely be doing one of these again, and I will let you know in advance when I plan on doing it. Maybe next Friday? You know, maybe we could make it like a Friday thing. That would be so much fun. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will be uploading a video this weekend, uploading a blog post. So be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. You can actually subscribe to my blog, which is pretty cool, with your email address. And yeah, so thank you guys so much. I feel bad for leaving, but I hope you all have an amazing weekend, an amazing rest of your Friday, and I will see you again soon. All right. Bye, everybody. Yes, I'll do more streams. Bye. Thank you so much. Bye. Oh, okay. I'm waiting. You said wait, so I'm waiting. Okay. Bye.